Last night you missed it, Terry. Steven took it a draft. Yes.
Talk about travesty.
I think it's the first step to the promised land of fantasy football for you, Steven.
Yeah?
Yes, I think you seem like a natural at it. I think that all your life, this has been your calling, and you just didn't realize it at all. You are a fantasy football natural.
I don't know about that.
I think this is it, Steven. This is what you were meant to do.
Really? I should quit my job and do this for a living?
I saw you calling out the best place kicker in the draft. He asked for Neil Rakers. And got him! You got a nice team, don't you?
I think it's pretty good.
Oh, jeez. Do you want to tell us your starting lineup?
Let's see.
Go ahead.
I would assume this Lamont Jordan would be our starting running back.
Lamont Jordan. This kid named Lamont.
A reach in the second round and then some.
Wow.
Really?
Out of where? From where? What?
Well, he plays for the Oakland Traders, Terry.
Oh,
I think he went to Maryland, if you must know. Yes.
Oh, okay. And what year in the NFL, might I ask?
Oh, he's been in the NFL for a good 4 or 5.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 6 years, but is finally getting his opportunity to be a starter. Last year he was a starter, but this year, I guess...
It's his breakout year?
Team Baristas are expecting a pretty big showing from him, picking him in the second round. What are you, nuts?
Well, first round, I think.
You picked him in the first round? Don't tell me you picked him in the first round.
I think that's the case. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
That was your first-round pick?
Well, I mean, if you follow the list, that's who they say to pick next.
So that's all you did was follow the list.
Well, no. But, I mean, we were debating between him and Clinton Portis and the injury-riddled Clinton Portis.
You took Lamont Jordan in the first round.
Well, we had the ninth pick.
To set the tone. All right.
Who'd you take? Rudy Johnson?
I took Rudy Johnson, yes. A much better running back than Lamont Jordan.
Well, we'll see. With that Carson Palmer throwing, your guy may not get the ball all that often.
Well, that's what you want. You want a quarterback that throws well for a running back to do well. That's the secret of a good running back. It's a good passing game, yes.
Well, I didn't know that.
Well, I thought you were a natural.
I'm not ready yet, yeah. But we do have Carson Palmer, so hopefully he won't give the ball to your guy.
If I want Lamont Jordan, if I want Peaches, I'll call on Lamont or DeMonte. But if I want a starting running back in the first round, I'm not taking Lamont Jordan. But, okay, so that's your starting running back. And who else do you have?
Well, we have also Julius Jones. That's our running back.
Those are your two running backs?
Yeah.
Oh, no, a season ahead.
Who are your two?
Well, I don't even think Julius Jones is going to start.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, well,
I mean, if you called my 900 number, you would have learned that Marion Barber's the guy there.
Oh, that wouldn't be good.
Now, where's there?
Dallas.
That's right.
Good so Notre Dame product, right?
You got Notre Dame? Well, maybe if he was still playing for Notre Dame and it was a college fantasy football draft, he'd be all over it.
That's right. Could be.
But, so those are your best two running backs?
Well, I wouldn't say they're the best. Obviously, they're not. We'll have to get some other ones.
Well, who else do you have?
As far as running backs go?
He's going over
he's
the
got
pick
his paper.
Steven took the draft last night, Terry. He obviously is a little off this morning. He's a little tired, as we all are. Terry, it was a longer draft than anyone expected.
Really?
It's only going to take an hour.
You're going to have to carry the load for us today, Terry.
Stop it.
We're all a little fatigued.
Where's she carrying it?
Me and Vinny.
It's just an hour.
VTP
Don't
back
worry.
there worked.
Yeah, that was the word. It was just an hour. But then we have this new commissioner who's very fired up. Terry has all these rules.
But do you like the rules?
Well, I don't like going over them for an hour, that's for sure.
You went over the rules?
Well, it just seemed like it anyway if it wasn't an hour. But it didn't end. The draft didn't end after, 2.5 hours?
Whoa.
Give me a break. Anyhow, back to your team, which I thought was good. Now I'm not so sure. What else do you got?
Well, do you want the rest of the running back crew here?
Yeah, I'd like to get the rest of your running back crew because I don't think you could start Julius Jones. That's a mistake.
Wally Lundy.
Wally
Who the hell is
Lundy?
Wally Lundy?
I think he's a game show host, Terry.
He's from Houston.
If he's not,
my gosh, are you serious? There's a guy named Wally Lundy.
With a name like Wally Lundy, you know he's destined to be a game show host.
Wow.
And not an NFL running back. I'm Wally Lundy, and welcome to Car Sharks.
And look at that 80-yard run from Wally Lundy. No, that doesn't work.
All right, so you got Wally Lundy.
Well, he was a steal on like the 14th round.
You got Julius Jones. And you got Lamont Jordan. Any other running backs on your roster anywhere to be found?
None of note.
Okay.
Apparently.
Could be a nice, long season for you.
But with the new rules, it's all about receivers.
Oh, is that right? Okay, so hopefully you're going to show us that you have big-time, major, franchise-like receivers to compensate for the lackluster job you did at drafting a running back.
No, we don't.
Okay. Well, who are your wide receivers?
Wide receiver. Let's see. That's WR.
That's right.
Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne. All right. That's your top receiver?
One of them.
All right.
You never commit.
Yeah.
TJ, who's your mama, is on there.
Oh,
TJ Hushmanzada.
Hushmanzada.
Yeah.
that's the ESPN commercial.
If you want to call him Hush your Mama,
Yes.
that'll work. So these are your receivers.
Joe Horn.
Joe Horn. This was
He's been in the league for a long
fantasy
time.
football 2000 or 2001. I'd say great.
Well, we like the old school guys.
Uh-huh.
Lavernius Coles.
Oh, I know that name too.
Keenan McCardell. Dion Branch.
Wow.
DB, right? Yeah, right.
This team
looks
and
like
this roster has last place written all over it.
Wow, already, huh?
You better have.
Let's talk in November.
Oh, jeez. Who's your quarterback?
Carson Palmer.
Who's your daddy? Oh, jeez. Anyhow, Carson Palmer.
But
Mr.
they're not-
Reconstructing knee. Mr. I haven't taken a step without a gimp in the past year and a half.
So I would imagine the only person that has a good team is you, right?
I didn't say that. I thought you had a nicer draft than it
seems
sounds
like
like you had.
Seems like it was fine to me.
Okay.
Waiting for a name to jump out at me.
I'll wait for a jump out name, Terry.
Okay.
Like, can't miss.
Like I can't miss.
Like who?
Give me a can't miss guy.
Like who?
Who's your
a-
can't miss guy? Stephen, who's your can't miss guy? Don't say Pasty Dave.
I can't miss.
Pasty, are you proud of this team that your partner here is running off?
I'm.
Sounds a little weak when you hear it.
Wow.
doesn't it?
Well, no, I'm happy with the draft that we have. I don't like our running backs. I don't think our running backs are in very good shape. But I
But you
like,
made up for it by drafting lousy receivers.
we're happy with our receivers.
Right.
And our quarterback's going to be good.
Okay, if you say so.
Who's your
We forgot
quarterback?
Shockey there. We
My
got
quarterback
Shockey
is
as a
Matthew W. Hasselbeck, Terry.
Really?
Overrated
Matty
hack.
boy?
You've heard of him.
Yes, he took
Alexander
Matty
all
boy, huh?
Matt Hasselbeck is going to be the Peyton Manning of this year.
Really?
Yes. Last year, obviously, he became a household name.
Sure.
In more than just his own household. And this year, he becomes the best quarterback in the league.
What? A homer.
Well, perhaps I am. Perhaps I am. But regardless, I'll be cheering him on at the games more than ever.
Wow.
Don't run! Pass!
And Hotter, Shotter, Scotter?
Oh, jeez.
Terrell Owens is my big pick of the year.
Ooh, me attitude.
We fell into that trap before.
But who's your quarterback?
Trent Green.
Oh, jeez. It's not easy being green.
I guess not.
All right. Well,
Woo! Can't wait for me to sit here and listen to all this for the next 2 knows how long.
When there's 10 people in the draft, it's hard to get good
yeah,
players.
right, whatever. Now you realize.
Not when you pick third.
Now you realize why it's worth it for us to be so tired this morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Great, I'm not tired. I was home early.
Oh, good.
The T-Man.
6:27 now at Cube 93. Good morning. I'm Stephen Kilbreth. It's time for your news update. Analysts say Alan Mulally's departure from Boeing to become CEO of Ford shouldn't cause serious problems for Boeing. Mulally had been with the company since 1969 and helped lead its recent revival. The president and CEO of Boeing's commercial airplanes division will be Scott Carson. Bail is set at $1 million for an 18-year-old in the fatal shooting of a UPS student who was killed at a party in Briar. Police say the student was attending a party with friends when more than 15 uninvited people showed up. An argument led to the shooting. AAA says the average price of a gallon of gasoline has dropped below $3 a gallon in our state to $2.99. That's down 7 cents in the past month. The jackpot of the multi-state Mega Millions lottery drawing has grown to $114 million. Washington, one of a dozen states that participates in the game. The next drawing will be on Friday. In sports, the Mariners beat the Tigers last night 4-3. They wrap up their road trip with a midday game today in Detroit. Sunny after patchy morning fog, highs in the 70s to lower 80s. And that is your news update on Seattle's #1 hit music station, Cube 93.
The T-Man on Cube 93.
Vanessa. Nick and his new girl shows some skin as he reportedly takes her home to meet the parents.
Oh, it's hot.
The twosome definitely made waves this weekend in Cincinnati with little brother Drew and his wife on board, making it a family affair.
Wow.
That is way kinky, man. Yes. Way to make it happen. Who am I playing in week 1?
Wow.
Is the website on yet?
I can see that you really care.
Steven's going to have to check that out. My passwords and stuff are all on my home computer, so I don't know any of the...
Hold on a second.
Okay. I hope I'm playing the obese baristas.
But they're not obese anymore. They're not the obese, right?
You're not calling yourself the obese barista this year?
No, we have a name change.
Oh, what do you have?
T-Man's a dickhead.
Is that what it is? Is that what your team name is? T-Man's a dickhead?
No.
Then what is it?
Well,
I was almost honored there for a second.
I had a suggestion, but I...
Is it I'm the heaviest breather in the world?
No.
Oh.
That was the second choice.
So what's your team name? Gotta know your team name.
Well, I threw out Albaholics for Steven. I don't know if you wanted to go with that.
Albaholics.
Yeah.
In
Something
honor
different.
of Jessica.
Yes.
But he's not. Steven's not an albaholic.
That's the problem, yeah.
He
I
likes
know.
blonde white girls.
Maybe we can combine it with a name with...
How about albaholics and a partner that loves blonde, white, blotchy girls?
That is
tough
a
to fit on the
long
helmet.
name. Yeah, it is. Wrap around a couple times.
Well, I mean, until you have a team name, you gotta go with obese baristas.
Okay, we'll be
Or I'm the heaviest breather in the world.
What's your team name?
My team name?
Yeah.
A do, a you, a douche.
Oh, you play the Smack Addicts.
Oh, that's Mike Gastineau, Terry. That's your
Whoa,
afternoon
really?
sports drive time host on your sports station
There you go.
here in town.
He's an expert, right? I mean, come on.
I got to take on the sports expert.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been knocking off the X's and O's for years now.
Adrian James with the 4th pick in the draft. I mean, he's an expert.
So in week 5, you come into our house.
Oh, yes! And nobody gets pushed around in your house. Is that right?
It's part of a 5-game road trip for you.
Wow.
I mean, nobody.
5-game road trip. Only in
Wow.
fantasy football, Terry.
Yes,
is
you're
your,
a 5-game.
Is your team able to endure the 5-game road trip?
I love that.
So week 5, the collision course to week 5.
That's right.
But you don't even have a team name yet.
Well, we're working on it.
Team no name.
What does
how
it say
about?
your team name is on the site there?
Well, it says obese baristas.
Oh. Well, then leave it.
Whatever, it's fine with me. If he wants albaholics or whatever it is, that's fine.
Albaholics is gay.
It's kind of stupid.
Well, you think?
All right.
Well, initially.
Why don't you tell your partner that?
I did tell him I didn't like
everybody
it.
Not in the same terms you just told us.
Well, go ahead.
Who do I
tell
play
us.
week 2?
It's not as good as Hot Shots, but
Well, it's a stupid name, but it's been there for 11 years, so leave me alone.
The Hot Shots.
in week 2, who do you play?
You better change your team name to the Albaholics.
You're right. It's way better.
Better than the Hot Shots.
Pasty Holics.
Oh, jeez. What's that? Yeah,
Or Patsy, as they called him last night.
Yeah, Team Patsy.
the commissioner called them Patsy last night.
Are you
Yes.
serious?
More fitting than anything has ever been called.
How about back-to-back Pasty Dick last night?
Yeah, because the guy picking after Pasty in our league draft, his name is Dick.
Yeah.
So when he was running off who's on deck, who's up after, he'd say, and then Pasty, Dick.
No, it was Pasty Dick Pasty.
Oh, yeah.
All right, because, they pick 9 and 10, then
I
it's
got
back
it.
in.
I got it.
A lot of dirty talk.
Wow.
Double dick.
Because we do it snake style, Terry, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, she knows.
Right.
Why don't you guys just be the Magnums?
Ed, how can I be of service to you this morning, sir?
What's happening, man?
How are you?
Oh, good. Hey, I'm a 34-year-old male, and I don't know absolutely anything about sports. My
Okay.
friends seem to think I'm, a wussy.
A pussy is more like it, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but I wasn't sure if I could say that on the air. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They seem to think that if any male that has testosterone in their body that watches
we'll
sports.
go with wussy then, because maybe your friends are right. You've never had any interest in sports whatsoever.
Well, UFC and stuff like that, boxing, but I don't watch football. When somebody says RBI to me, I don't mean nothing.
It's kind of amazing how a lot of these geeks that don't like sports at all somehow do like Ultimate Fighting. They love watching Ultimate Fighting.
Yeah, that's because in Ultimate Fighting, you just beat each other to a pulp.
Right.
And
It's like the Matthew Schwagers of the world love Ultimate Fighting.
You know he does.
So you've never been into any sport of the major 3 or 4 sports that are out there?
No.
Well, what's your main interest, would you say? Do you like, what are they called? Women?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Are you a married man at 34? Are you single? What are you doing there?
I'm divorced, but I got a girlfriend and I have 4 kids, so.
Whoa.
4 kids.
4.
No time for sports.
I
Terry.
guess
His
not.
favorite sport is humping.
Ultimate Fighting, you sure can fit it in.
Okay, you have 4 kids and you're divorced. So after the 4th kid, you said, nah, this ain't going to work out.
Gotta
Much
go.
easier on our own.
Let's do what's best for the kids and split up. There's enough of them to keep each other company. They don't need me around anymore.
Right.
Are the 4 kids all with the same woman?
No.
Oh, then you're not a pussy.
They're spread out.
That's pretty big time, dude. How many different moms have mothered your children?
2.
2 moms, 4 kids.
Yeah.
All right, so you got a match set there.
Well, 4 that I know of.
All right, you know what? Lines like that make you now back in the real under scrutiny of, hey, he could be a big-time pussy, Terry. I don't need stupid old lines like that.
I know.
4 that I know.
Doesn't prove anything.
Vanny the Pooh doesn't like sports, does he?
No.
Hates them.
Mm-hmm.
Not interested.
No, he's not.
Not unless someone's spinning records. I don't want to watch it.
That's right. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You like Ultimate Fighting?
I mean, I can enjoy a good ass kicking every once in a while.
I don't even think he likes Ultimate Fighting.
He's just
He likes no sports whatsoever.
right.
It's like the guy didn't like music.
I'm just not running to the TV, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like Sunday. He knows that all he's going to do is sit in front of the TV and watch football.
He loves my restaurant sport because they have
good food.
a good bar for him.
Yeah,
liquor.
great
Love
He
the bar.
loves drinks.
There you go.
That's
your
his sport.
Alcohol
Is your
and
dad
music.
not a sports guy?
No, he's a diehard. sports
Really?
guy.
And he never picked up-
NASCAR every Sunday.
Well, that's not sports.
Well, I mean, until football, obviously.
And he never got you into sports. You never picked up on any sports.
Nah,
Your dad's a big football fan.
huge football fan.
College or pro or both?
He's both, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Huge Met fan, baseball.
And you never just got the urge to follow a team?
No.
No. Why? Why should you?
I don't know.
You had records to play.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm going to go turn my music up. Piss him
Right.
off.
And your brother, though, he's participates.
Huge sports guy.
He's a huge sports fan.
Yeah.
All right, then what would you say happened to you?
Magnum.
Oh, geez.
Magnum.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's quite the interjection there.
What did he say?
Ed, are you all right? Ed? Oh,
I think Ed got a little.
Ed just had a final thought and went on his way.
Finally got out what he wanted to say.
Yes, I'm sure
Jesus.
I'm sure the baby's moms were aware of the Magnum that he
Yeah.
interjected there, but I guess we never really made a determination as to whether Ed was a pussy yet either, did we?
No, because we
I'm
started
never-
talking to Vinny, and I think maybe that.
Ed just thought we forgot about him, and that
Yeah.
wasn't the case. Sometimes you just have to be patient as a caller.
Right,
And
'cause-
realize we're going to get back to you.
Sure.
But Ed thought we were done with him, and he hung up the line.
Right.
Mm.
But
Magnum.
yeah, I got in his last little, like you said, interjection. And,
You went into a little trance there.
oh boy.
Obviously, somewhere in the world, somebody flipped the switch on Ed and made him utter a word that put him in a trance, and he's gone.
Don't worry, I have his number.
Us Magnum stick together. All right, Ed. I was leaning towards Ed as a pussy, but I wasn't quite sure yet, Terry. Because
Right.
the 4 kids was kind of big time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 2 different women, sure.
Mm-hmm. 2 different women, 4 kids. Kind of out there now, able to make it happen however he wants. That's kind of big. I'm sure he's picked up a couple of XTDs along the way. It's kind of big, Terry, you know?
Yeah, gotcha.
It's hard to say he's a pussy based on that profile.
So it's all based on your STD
But you
count?
gotta like sports to some degree to be a guy.
And I as a woman, think it is kind of odd myself that guys. don't
Steven's
like
trying hard.
I enjoy the sport.
He enjoys the sports. Now, Vanny the Pooh just doesn't seem to feel the need or the urgency to even pretend like he likes it like Steven does.
Yeah.
Yeah, why fake it?
And Steven does have a true allegiance to the local college in the area, which I guess would make them local. So, there's that. So most of Steven's sports interests are faked, but the allegiance he has towards the Huskies is true purple and gold, blue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I bleed purple.
All right, easy enough.
Oh boy. But the other thing too with Steven is that he's always been a PA announcer for sports, like in high school and stuff like that. So he has to have some interest.
Yeah, but that
right?
was more along the lines of his interest in radio and performance and entertainment than it was his interest in sports.
Oh, okay. Well, I was all right.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have done the PA for a ballet if he would have been asked.
I did PA for volleyball.
They need a PA. Just yell it. It's 4.
Now stepping up, a 6-year-old phenom in a tutu. I don't know. What are they wearing in ballet? Tutus?
Tutus, yeah.
Oh, okay. Tutus.
Yes.
Magnum.
And going to point?
The question, since Ed dropped off the line, is Vinny the Pooh a pussy?
Oh,
I thought that was kind of already established.
That he's a pussy?
Yeah.
I will never believe that Vinny the Pooh's a pussy, Terry.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you seem to think Vinny the Pooh's a pussy. I will never believe it, Terry, until you show me true evidence.
Well, I also think he's gay because he can never get done.
Whoa! Yeah, not has one, is one.
I've seen Vinny the Pooh. You say he can never get it done, Terry. I've seen him with some very impressive-looking ladies.
Evidence right there.
No doubt. Can he attract some, great, gorgeous-looking women?
I've seen
no
him.
doubt. But
I've seen him in moving vehicles, Terry,
And?
with some very impressive-looking ladies.
So how hard is it to get a hot chick in his car?
That's one maneuver away from Road Skull.
Yeah.
I didn't see that firsthand.
Right.
Although I begged and pleaded to watch. Or to do. So that, to me, is impressive in and of itself, Terry. And until you present a real strong case with some solid evidence as to the contrary, I will believe forevermore that Vinny the Pooh is not a pussy.
But not watching sports is pretty weird.
It's very weird, Vinny the Pooh.
I'm sorry. I don't
Would you
know.
please start watching some sports and make my case a little easier, please?
Got it. When do we start?
Is there
Thursday?
a team that even gets you remotely excited about watching them? Is there anything going on in sports that get you a little riled up, get you a little fired up? Is there any fire in you about sports or at all? What?
There's these Hawks from the town I'm kind of interested in.
Are you sure?
Little bit.
No.
Do you understand football?
They went to a bowl game last year.
No, let me tell you. See, you can't see his whole face when he's trying to explain it. He's clueless. He's like a girl.
They were in the Peach Bowl last year.
I'm not even completely sure he understands football, Terry.
Right.
You have to sit there and explain football to women.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how you have to do that, Terry?
Yeah, I do.
I think that'd be the case with Vinny the Pooh if you sat down and watched the game with him.
Probably so.
Okay, there are 4 downs to make a first down.
4, okay.
And if they don't, usually after third down, they might opt to punt.
Look at those silly hats he's wearing.
Punt. It rhymes with bunt. Are you getting this? You look kind of clueless. Do you want to go spin some tunes? What do you want to do?
Yes.
There you go. That's what I want to do.
All right.
So Sunday morning, you wake up in the fall. Meet the Press. Yes. Sweet. It's out.
Meet the Press.
Do you get excited about Meet the Press? You look like a Meet the Press kind of guy.
Does, yes.
All right.
Most guys are waking
I can't
up.
help it.
David, you got a question?
Yeah,
Got a question for you, Vin.
Pat.
Got a question for you, Pooh. Yes, go ahead, David.
Hey, man, I know a lot of guys who, aren't into sports, and they're definitely not pussies, but, they do have one common interest that they're into, fine automobiles, fast cars, any type of car that consider,
But you're not really into cars.
No.
He's not into that either.
Are you into anything?
Are you into blocks?
Logs.
The belt buckles.
That's right.
Yeah, he is.
That's about it.
He is into bell buckles. He is the Intercontinental Champion at all times around this radio station.
We'll be fighting Ricky the Dragon Steamboat later on this afternoon.
Okay, so let's see what we've established here. Not into sports, not into cars, are into belt buckles,
Yeah.
not into Meet the Press. You're into haircuts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, big time.
You can't go 3 days without getting lined up, cleaned up.
Very true.
We carry the one here, go to the bottom line. Yeah, you're a pussy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not looking good for me right now.
No, you'll never be a pussy in my eyes. Come on, you're in the Pooh.
What's his STD count?
He doesn't fight the name Vinny the Pooh, the poohiest Pooh, Terry. Kind of embraces that. I don't know which column to put that in.
He loves that name. Got it.
But do you put that in the non-pussy column or the pussy column?
Well, I would say it depends on your take on poo.
Oh, geez. Wow.
Oh, your take on poo.
Everyone got silent here. We'll mull that over. And how about we get back to you on that, Terry?
And Extra's working on more couples news. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes releasing the first photos of baby Suri in Vanity Fair magazine.
Suri!
That's tomorrow on Extra.
Oh, I'll have to tune in for that. Yeah, baby Suri, Terry. You ever play Dead or Alive? You ever play Soul Calibur?
No.
You ever play any of these video games?
No.
On one of those two is a little Asian fighting girl named Suri.
Really?
Yes, I'm convinced Tom Cruise, being the top big-time gamer that he is, named his daughter after that character.
I'm sure.
Suri.
Obviously, you play the game quite often.
Well, back in the in the day. I haven't put it in a while. I've been playing a lot of Fight Night 3. I haven't done that in a while. Fight Night 3, a lot of Madden, Terry. I'm not completely comfortable with the new Madden version that has come out this year. There's a lot of changes.
Really?
That's what I heard.
A lot of changes. So usually every year all I do is just update the players. This year there's actually some physical changes to the game, Terry, that I'm just becoming accustomed to. You know, when you got your Xbox 360, you have the wireless controllers that have an extra 2 buttons on there that I'm not completely familiar with yet as far as being just second nature as far as the game goes.
Right.
So I know these are all important things to you. That's why I'm letting you know about how things stand in the gaming world there.
Well, Madden is played on PS2 in our house. So,
all right.
You know.
Well, I understand.
So
if you want to be that way.
Well, he's begged for an Xbox, but why? What do you need one for?
Why? Yeah. What do you need one for?
You got the
different graphics now.
Well, I understand that, but still.
Sorry.
It's the same game, right?
All right.
It looks different, though.
That's right. Well, let's just leave you on the elementary level there for gaming. What else is going on in the world?
Well, I have a picture, by the way, of Tom and the baby.
Why don't you stick with Pong? What's the difference?
Oh, we tied again.
Right.
Can we get back to Surrey? Here's the picture, by the way.
Just get him an Odyssey.
Don't they look like a happy couple?
Who's that?
Surrey and Tom and...
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at all the hair on that baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet you said that a couple of times in your life, huh, Terry?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's back in the 70s.
What else?
A lot of hair on that beast.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. I didn't say beast. I said baby. What else? Whatever makes you all hot and bothered.
Yeah, she makes it dirty.
Like you didn't know, Steven.
Okay.
What? Oh.
It's talking about you, Steven.
What else is going on? What else is happening?
Ashley Simpson has broken up with her bandmate boyfriend and is now dating.
Now, she looks completely different if you've seen her lately.
Yeah, she had her nose done.
Well, more than that. I mean, she looks so different than just the nose. She's had to have more cosmetic surgery done than just a nose job. I'll tell you that right now.
You may think that, but she does claim the nose.
Well, what does Michael Jackson claim? Come on. Now, I believe Michael Jackson has that skin condition that he says he has, but when he denies having all the other cosmetic surgery, you can forget it.
Okay, well,
you look like an alien, sir. You don't look the same. We don't believe you.
And Ashley Simpson's got the same deal. She's had more than just a nose job.
Well, like I said, she's only taking responsibility for the nose. She admits it. Yes, I did have it done.
If you had 19 procedures on your face, how many would you take responsibility for? 19?
Sure.
Of course not. You take responsibility for one.
All right.
And say the rest of it just happened by osmosis.
Well, maybe her nose was just that bad.
Anyway, she is now dating the bassist for the band Fall Out Boy, Pete Wentz.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was dating the actress by the name of Michelle Trachtenberg. Apparently,
it's all about the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
And actually, there's a movie coming out called 6 Degrees.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I don't know where we're going with this. What else?
Well,
what
I was just
kind
of telling you that she's kind of being, making her rounds these days with her popularity.
So Fall Out Boy, that's not like hip. They're like mainstream pop, right?
Yeah.
Would she date a hip hop artist?
No.
Would she date like a Neo?
No.
Would any woman date a Neo?
Oh, a lot of
women.
I would.
Oh, yeah.
You guys.
So she wouldn't, would she? Do you think she would? I think she would.
I don't.
A lot of hair on that baby.
Okay, what else?
No.
I got some Comedy Jam tickets to give away this morning, Terry.
Oh, good.
Man, they're making the Comedy Jam tickets limited, aren't they?
Scares me.
Because you'd think we'd have Comedy Jam tickets to give away every day, like Summer Jam tickets, but this not being nearly as big a venue as Summer Jams typically are in, we get like Comedy Jam tickets like once a week. That's not enough. Get me more Comedy Jam tickets, Pasty. What are you doing in there?
Okay.
I date Neo.
Yeah.
The Alba, what were you going to go with again?
Albaholics.
Albaholics.
Lumping Steven into that.
Shows you how gay I am, I guess.
Oh, maybe that was your strategy.
Ooh, I'll throw him off with this. They'll really think I like it.
Throw us off the scent.
Oh, yeah.
Just call yourselves the gay boys.
Oh, yeah!
Terry.
Wow. You let Terry get away with that, Stephen?
Well, I don't know why she's lumping me into the gayness. Pasty, I understand, but...
Throwing pasty under the
Jeez.
homosexual bus. That's fine.
No kidding. Gee, I don't know.
But
Wears
Terry,
an apron, cooks,
If you've
cleans.
known Stephen, as long as you've known him by now, you'll be the first to attest that he is the most homosexual, heterosexual man there is in the world.
Sure.
That's who Stephen. Well, that could be Vinny the Pooh. I'm not sure who that is. That's definitely someone in this
In this
inner workings of the show.
There's no way. Vinny's more homo than I am.
Oh, wow.
Vinny could be the most. Vinny could be the most homosexual, heterosexual there is in the world.
Yeah,
Because
could
you are
be.
heterosexual, that I know. Mm-hmm. How heterosexual?
Very heterosexual.
Well, I'm very, very heterosexual.
Double very.
Double very.
A bonus very heterosexual.
Infinity.
Just in case you're going to go triple.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll decide over the next few days who's the most homosexual, heterosexual on the program. We have some very strong candidates here.
Yeah, definitely that.
Oh, man.
Now, what are we talking about? What's next?
P. Diddy is expecting twins. Well, his girlfriend, Kim Porter,
Well,
is.
so is he.
Yes, they are.
It's a group effort.
It is
It's
a group effort.
joint venture.
Mm-hmm.
And he is expecting twins?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he looked at her one day and said, "Man, you're looking pretty big there."
Wow.
And they went
and
to the
peed
doctor.
on a stick, and there it was.
Well, no, went to the doctor. They knew that she was pregnant, obviously, but
Okay.
went and got confirmed that, yes, you are having a bonus baby.
Are they having, do you know what the sex of the babies are, or
Does
no?
not say.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, if you go to his MySpace page, you can get a little video and some information regarding the children to be.
The twins to be.
Right.
I see.
Now, he has an 8-year-old son, and, they have one together, and then they have 2 other children from separate
So
relationships.
P. Diddy's expecting situation has been confirmed, but J-Lo's has not.
I know. Has not.
Now, who do you think J-Lo misses more, Terry? Do you think she misses P. Diddy more now that she's had a few years to be separated from her most prolific relationships, her most emotional ties that she's had in the past?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think she misses more, P. Diddy or Ben Affleck?
P. Diddy.
You do?
Yes.
Why? Because she can't get that good a black dick anymore?
No, it has nothing to do. I think.
Is that why you have to say P. Diddy?
No,
'Cause
not at all.
You're speaking for her?
No, not at all. I think that. I think although she would like to claim that she doesn't like the being in the spotlight and all the excitement, I think she thrives
She was
on
more
that.
in the spotlight with Ben Affleck than she ever was with P. Diddy.
But not in. But it was more of a conservative type of thing. It was more like, when are they getting married?
And there were no shootings.
There was no shooting. There wasn't anything
That's why she misses the
exciting.
shootings.
Yes, she
There was
does.
nothing exciting about.
What are you
Ben.
talking about? They
He's
were in the
boring.
tabloids every week, though. She was way more in the tabloids.
Wow, he bought himself a Ford truck so that they could go 4-wheeling. Ooh,
So
cool.
it wasn't
But, I mean,
exciting news, like shooting up a club.
Yeah.
No, but I think that
That's what you
P.
need.
Diddy, what surrounds him, like, his whole, his
All right,
clothing line and just the,
Well, you say P. Diddy.
the
and I
aura
will-
about him, I think, by far.
I will tell you this. She seemed to get a lot more broken down over the breakup with Ben Affleck than she did with P. Diddy. That I do remember.
Well,
All right?
sure.
So if you say she misses Ben Affleck more, maybe you're just speaking from your own vantage point there, Terry. I think that does come down to your personal interests and tastes.
I think the.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I'm definitely not saying you're absolutely right.
But I think that she's got a little bit of both in Mark Anthony, believe it or not.
Oh.
I think that's why they're pretty stable.
So Mark Anthony is half Ben Affleck, half P. Diddy.
Yeah. He's
Wow.
got that little
Only the
bad
good parts.
boy.
He's got
he's
no
an
bad
a-hole.
boy.
Oh, yeah, because he's left his wife for her, and he's got that popularity in the music industry, and he's
And he once
he's a little
shot a gun.
glitz. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I think they were pulled over with a gun.
Wow.
One time.
And he
That
saw
is hot.
Goodwill Hunting, so.
Yeah. But yet he's mellow a little
Steven,
bit.
let me ask you.
Yes.
Who do you think Jennifer Lopez, as she now reflects back on her past relationships, who does she miss more? P. Diddy or Ben Affleck?
Well, I'm going to have to go with Terry Free on this one and say the P. Diddy.
Why, because she misses a good big black dick or what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm the most gay. Let's see. I would say.
Well, give me
that-
a reasoning.
I would say that I would agree with Terry that she likes that. I think they were more in the spotlight when she was with P. Diddy than Ben Affleck.
Absolutely not. You guys have short memories.
No doubt. That
Every week.
Well, it was just, are they going to get married? Are they going to get married?
Yeah,
are they going to get
that's
married?
all
Who cares?
that
Is
was.
she pregnant? Is she pregnant?
Yeah,
Are they going to get
that's
married?
all it was.
It's because it was every day. They couldn't come up with a new story every day. But every day they followed those two. Everywhere they went, it was Bennifer. It was Bennifer.
But they did
P.
the same.
Diddy. No, it was absolutely not that way.
Right.
I mean, you
Jennifer.
heard about it a lot, but you didn't hear about it nearly as overdone as it was with J-Lo and Ben Affleck. They were on Dateline. They were on every show.
Just because you could come up with Bennifer and you couldn't come up with anything for P. Diddy and J-Lo.
But Diddy?
I mean,
They just didn't.
Jennifer.
It was big. It wasn't as big.
I think that the scene is probably what she misses most
Yes.
around the P. Diddy guy, and then around the Ben Affleck, there's no real scene.
Well, and
I mean, how much-
as some people speculated too. I mean, she went to those gentlemen for two different things. Obviously, Ben has more pull in the movie industry,
She didn't need the pull.
What do you mean? She wasn't like it helped her career.
She was bigger than him.
Bigger than Ben
Do I have to remind you?
at that time.
Absolutely, she was bigger than him.
In the movie or in music.
In everything.
All right. So she was
Really?
making more money than Ben.
Absolutely.
Was she? All right. I wasn't aware.
She was an enterprise in and of herself. Man, do I have to remind you of the way the world... let me start from the beginning, Terry. First, the Earth cooled. Then the dinosaurs came. And then it got too big and fat. But...
Well, I didn't realize she was pulling down $20 million a movie at that time.
She was pulling down a lot more per year than Ben Affleck. Absolutely. She was way bigger a name than Ben Affleck. Always has been.
So she
still
helped
is,
him.
even though she's gone into the shadows now. Absolutely, she helped him.
Okay.
They didn't need to help each other, though. They were both big, but she was definitely clearly the bigger star than he was when they were going out. Man, were you on the same planet I was when this happened?
I wasn't. Apparently, I wasn't. I no doubt she was big, but I just.
Who was bigger when they were going out?
When they were going out, J-Lo was bigger.
Absolutely bigger.
Yes.
But overall, Ben Affleck is bigger.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to help.
She had like a #1 movie, a #1 song. She had like everything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she was there for a while. She was hot.
about the biggest star in the world at that time. There was probably no one bigger. Forget about Ben Affleck. Who was bigger than Jennifer Lopez 4 or 5 years ago? Nobody. And you're wondering if Ben Affleck was bigger? He was bigger than her? Forget it. Okay, let's discuss this till 10 o'clock. Anyhow. We have Comedy Jam tickets to give away.
But, I'm sorry.
Stephen needs the final word.
No,
Go ahead,
no,
Stephen.
no.
Go ahead. You need the final word, so we'll give you your opportunity. Go
I
ahead.
should have turned my mic off and said that
You
to myself.
should have. You didn't. So now you can have the final word.
I don't want it.
Go ahead. It's yours.
I can't possibly
You had
do this,
something to
Stephen.
say. I want to know what it is. I'll be tossing and turning.
Well, I think that in retrospect, I think you're right. She probably was bigger.
Oh, Lord. Like I needed to hear that? I needed...
No, but I'm continuing here. But I think that she misses the scene with P. Diddy.
You already said that. Hello?
Going out to dinner
Rerun.
every night with,
The burning bush has spoken.
going to the Cheesecake Factory with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck every night probably didn't turn her on too much.
Sounds like you want to do that.
Does it for you, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's why I would miss him more.
It's more the cheesecake than Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, but they are a close second, aren't they, Stephen?
Yes.
Yeah.
The T-Man.
You hear all that excitement, Karen? Do you hear all this excitement? You know what this is all about?
Us moving to our new studio.
Us moving to our new studio? No. As you can tell, Terry, we haven't moved to a new studio yet.
I know
It's
that.
been pushed back to Friday,
Oh, Friday.
which is Greek for 3 years from Friday.
Right.
Oh, you're fluent too, huh?
No, that's the word, Friday, yes. But this is actually, it does involve a new studio. It involves a new host in the new studio. It involves The View.
Woo!
The debut of The View was yesterday morning. You can start to call it The Rosie O'Donnell Show now, Terry.
Okay.
She takes over immediately.
Does she now?
Well, you take a listen.
I ask you, for heaven's sakes, what's all the fuss about?
Well, it's about our new set. What do you think?
Shut up, new girl! How much did Joy Behar want to say that?
Probably
Joy
a
Behar
ton.
barely said a damn thing in the whole hour. People going to walk up to her in the street. Hey, didn't you used to be the funny one on The View? She's just like, where's my paycheck?
Wow.
I hate everyone around me. That's what she's thinking.
How did Elizabeth Hasselbeck do?
Oh, she's going to be lost in the shuffle of the show now, too.
It seemed like she hated Rosie, too.
Mm-hmm. It's the Rosie O'Donnell show. Why wouldn't everyone hate Rosie? She's going to take over. She already does. From the word go here, it's her show now.
Yeah.
But wasn't it kind of Meredith's show, though, too?
It's not an equal distribution. Meredith had a nice, soft, laid-back personality. Rosie is in your face and banging it over your head with her vagina.
Yeah, and she used to allow people to speak and do their part.
Rosie gets so loud that she makes everyone get introverted. She scares everyone into their little shell.
Ooh.
As soon as she opens her mouth, the building shakes.
What's all the fuss about?
Well, it's about our new set. What do you think?
What are your turns?
I don't know. Sounds like I have to have an opinion. I don't know. Damn loudmouth New Yorkers.
You don't think that scared Elizabeth Hasselbeck? What do you think? I think I want to go home.
Where's my koosh ball?
I don't know any fat people. It scares me.
George Bush promised to get rid of all the fat lesbians. What's going on here? Because you know she's a big George Bush supporter, Terry.
Oh, that's right. She is.
Yes,
Yeah.
and on her right now, ironically enough, is a very leftish Rosie O'Donnell with a big mouth.
Yes. Yes.
So Elizabeth and Joy Behar just window dressing now. And it's the Rosie show with her little fossil friend, Barbara Wawa.
Wow. But what happens when Barbara Wawa is gone?
Well,
Guess we'll see.
It's even more of the Rosie show.
Right.
It used to be an equal distribution of personalities. Not the case anymore. From the word go. Go!
What's all the fuss about?
Well, it's about our new set. What do you think?
You weren't on the old set, bitch. What do you think?
Is that what everybody's thinking?
You don't think Joy Behar is thinking that?
Oh, I'm sure
I
she
was
is.
on the old set. I'm supposed to ask you what you think. Ask them what they think.
What's all the fuss about?
Well, it's about our new set. What do you think?
I think I've never seen a woman's mouth open so wide when she talks.
She definitely had to establish herself as the queen biatch on that show.
And she did. Something says it comes pretty natural.
Wow.
Set. What do you think? Isn't it nice? Yes. Not only did we choose the color, we said we don't want it to look like someone's grandmother's living room anymore.
Wow. Are you serious?
Joy Behar's like, okay, let's fight right now. I know I can take you.
She took out her earrings, took off her
Taking
heels.
shots at everybody who didn't complain about the set for 8 years. They all were fine with the old set. So basically, you guys don't have good taste.
Wow, Rosie has taste.
Yeah.
As you
Oh,
can tell
yeah.
by her attire every day.
Oh,
She looks great in a business suit.
yeah, right.
Just not her birthday suit.
Borrowed that suit from John Madden
Yes.
instead of Steve Madden.
They are able to share the same clothes.
By the way, you remember the old set was kind of beige and kind of, I didn't enjoy it. It was
You didn't have to enjoy it. You weren't on the damn show. What, has she been there for 6 years now
I
in
know
her mind?
it makes it sound like she has. Like
I
she's
didn't
been there
enjoy it. I
forever.
mean, I know she made a guest appearance every once in a while, but please.
Now, this new set, what does it look like? I mean, is it
Oh, it's all fish tanky. I don't know. It's
really
blue.
just blue?
Everyone's set now is all the same. It's like Oprah's set is all new and done, and
It's not all comfy sitting anymore.
Everyone's set now is a scaled down Oprah ripoff set.
Yeah,
Sure.
it kind of is.
Yes. Not only did we choose the color, we said we don't want it to look like someone's grandmother's living room anymore. By the way, you remember the old set was kind of beige and kind of.
Someone tried to get a word in there, but Rosie just cut him off.
Oh, ain't happening.
She
Did you
kept
hear
going,
someone
yeah.
said, by the way, and Rosie just kept on talking.
Yeah.
The color, we said we don't want it to look like someone's grandmother's living room anymore. By the way, you remember the old set was kind of beige.
Oh, forget you. I'm on the show now. Shut up.
She doesn't even hear anybody else.
Take us in the back seat, bitch.
I think that was Elizabeth Hasselbeck that said, by the way, and never stood a chance.
Yeah, she's
shot.
Definitely.
She's a runaway train.
She is overmatched.
She's definitely the big choo-choo now.
Oh, she's always been the big choo-choo, Terry.
Just blowing lots of smoke.
Just not on The View before. Now she's the big choo-choo in Elizabeth Hasselbeck's life, who tried to get a word in there, but was overmatched.
Said we don't want it to look like someone's grandmother's living room anymore. By the way, you remember the old set was kind of beige and kind of, I didn't enjoy it.
Do you think there's anyone who does not know you, that maybe we should introduce you, or is that unnecessary?
That was a line that Barbara Walters had like a year to rehearse.
Right.
And still didn't get it out cleanly.
No.
This is what happens when you're 72.
I had too many facelifts.
So many facelifts, your ears are now bleeding.
I know.
This looks like a goldfish, kind of.
Do you think there's anyone who does not know you, that maybe we should introduce you, or is that unnecessary?
Okay, my name is Meredith Vieira, and welcome to the View.
Actually, it's kind of funny.
Do you think that's funny?
I mean, Rosie is kind of funny.
Yeah.
She tries to be funny. I mean,
She has some snappy
I would
lines.
definitely watch it now before.
Even though that was a very rehearsed and planned line. It wasn't the most unfunny line in the world. I mean, a quick little giggle, right? That's all you need in life.
Quick little
Anything
giggle.
beats Star Jones, man.
Oh, jeez. You want to beat Star Jones, what?
Whoa.
Can't be as good as her. Yeah, but no, it's my first day on The View. I'm in the Meredith chair, and it's exciting. We like I'm wearing
That chair did not get a good deal.
Oh, man.
That chair has a bad agent.
So happy to be here.
Yeah, Meredith Vieira never did this, or this, or this, or this.
That chair saw Rosie's ass coming and was like, please.
Yeah, bad times for me ahead.
Oh, it's build your own burrito day. Damn it.
exciting. We like
She's the only one talking, Terry.
I can hear her.
The other
one's
ladies are
turned down or
trying to, but their mics are off, or these.
Rosie has a pedal underneath the shit. Wheels mics on.
Might as well save energy. You just turn the other ladies' mics off.
Well, even Barbara Walters, it's tough to, talk.
Is there any mention of Star not being on there? I mean, Star's probably waiting for some kind of mention.
Is Star just sitting in her living room, just chowing down on some food and
geez.
just hating her life, or is she?
Oh.
Or is
No,
she
no.
happy about it? Is she saying, she's a
not
fat
happy.
cow and
She's saying they got what they deserved, these other ladies on this show. They're irrelevant now.
because I've got my gay husband and he's wonderful.
Wow. Okay.
But the look on their faces was of hatred toward her.
Really?
You watched it, Steven?
I did, yeah.
A lot of hatred or just kind of.
So that means you must have T-voted, because I don't think you got home at 10 o'clock yesterday.
I did not, no.
So you T-voted?
My wife T-voted after
Oh,
we
your
had
wife
talked about it.
T-voted.
Whatever.
He wants to make it clear that he did not tell the TiVo guy to tape The View for him.
Well, I had forgotten about it. I TiVo a lot of weird stuff.
The TiVo guy... The TiVo guy is more than aware that you're kind of homo-ish with your TV picks.
You're the one that loves The View, not me.
Me?
You love The View.
I love The View.
Do you not love The View?
I don't ever remember watching The View.
Really? You've never watched it? Oh,
I'll stumble into the room when my wife is watching it, but I
your
can't.
wife, sure. Ah!
I think you got me. What else?
No,
is
it's
going on?
entertaining.
Oh, what's that now? All right. What else is going on, Terry?
Well,
let me give away some Comedy Jam tickets. All right, go ahead. Go. What do you got?
I was going to tell you what you missed on The View yesterday was Jessica Simpson.
Yes.
She appeared.
Okay.
And apparently...
She appeared out of Rosie's butt.
she didn't know, but she...
That would have
she
been
was-
quite the trick for
Yeah.
the inaugural show. That's the only thing she didn't do, Terry. She did everything else on the program.
Right.
Rosie should make the guests appear out of her butt.
And now let me introduce Jessica Simpson.
Here she is! Wow, I've never seen that on TV before.
Wow, just sitting on her the whole time? Keeping her warm like a chicken?
Yes.
Okay.
There are worse places you could be. All right, maybe not.
No, there's
You
not.
thought she'd lose some weight when she got her out of her ass.
Oh,
but
geez.
no.
All right, easy now. Whoa, it's a family show. What else is going on?
Anyway, on The View, Jessica told Rosie
Yes.
that she's not
She
dating.
told Rosie.
Yeah. Not the girls.
Not the girls anymore. She told Rosie.
Yes, because, Rosie is the one who was probably asking her all the
Commander-in-Chief.
questions.
All right,
Sure.
yes. What you told Rosie?
That she is not dating John Mayer. In fact, this is her quote. I am actually not dating John Mayer. He's my friend. I've known him for years because People Magazine did a big
Yes.
thing about them dating. So
All
she's
right.
denying
Did
it.
Rosie then slip her a room key or what?
I don't know.
All right, what else is going on? Real quick, and then I can get a Comedy Jam winner.
Well, apparently 50 Cent is out after Puff Daddy or P. Diddy. Apparently on a new mixtape called Hip Hop is Dead, G-Unit Radio Part 22. He goes after P. Diddy, talking about P. Diddy and Notorious B.I.G.'s murder.
Well, Rosie will straighten this out, Terry.
Yeah, I think so. Put those guys on The View.
Do you think P. Diddy's scared at all?
No.
That 50 Cent has kind of gone after him a little bit here?
No. Mm-mm.
Winnie the Pooh?
No.
Puff Daddy scared at all, or what?
He has too much money to be scared.
Mm-hmm.
Way too much money.
Mistake by 50 Cent to be going after Puff?
Yeah.
Daddy or what?
Yeah. I mean...
What is he thinking?
He's just looking for attention.
Looking for attention now. He's starting to feel a little slipping away a little bit, maybe. Yeah. Is that what's happening? He wants to be on...
It's been a while since In the Club has been hot, and... he's kind of trying not to fade into the back, I guess.
I see.
Yeah, blasted him for doing the Proactive commercial.
So is this staged that he has Puff Daddy's approval, or this is a genuine little spat here between?
I'm assuming it's
hip-hop rap artists.
I'm assuming it's legit.
Legitimate spat.
Yeah.
I love a good spat, Terry.
Do ya?
Have you spat recently?
Not recently.
Mm-hmm. Rosie has.
Oh, all over the new set. It's no longer blue.
All right, let's see who wants some Comedy Jam tickets. Are you aware, Terry? If you're needing to laugh, if Rosie didn't do it for you yesterday, well then Comedy Jam is less than 2 weeks away. As a matter of fact, it's a week and a half away.
Wow.
It's 1 week from this Saturday, if I'm doing the math correctly. Am I doing the math correctly, Stephen? Oh,
wow,
1 week from this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
September 16th. At the Tulalip Casino. Comedy Jam, the first but not last ever, completely sold out. And Asha
I'm here.
is on the line.
Hello, good morning.
How do you pronounce your name?
Asha.
Asha.
Yes.
Okay, what can we do for you, Asha?
I was wanting to win Comedy Jam tickets.
Oh, kiss my Asha. Why should you be the one who gets free tickets to this must-see, first-time ever Comedy Jam?
Oh, I love comedy. And,
oh, that's why. Okay. Well, everyone else on the line hates comedy, and they're all hanging up now.
No, seriously.
I want to meet the person that can't stand comedy.
I would never laugh.
Right.
You can't make me.
Laughing's a waste of time.
Yeah.
My husband and I, we don't get a chance to get out much. He's a soldier, so he works long hours. And this would just be a night that we could just, get out away from the kids. And
yeah, you kind of lost me at husband.
Yeah, of course. Of course, I'm calling for my husband and me.
Yeah,
so
but...
we can go on a night.
And what do you do, Asha?
I actually am a paralegal, but I work for the Army Corps of Engineers right now.
And your husband is in the military, and what is his specific duties as we stand today?
He's a medic.
I understand, but where is he? Is he here, or is he overseas?
He's here at Fort Lewis, yeah.
He's at Fort Lewis.
Yeah.
And he would be able to get Saturday night off 1 week from this weekend and be able to...
For sure. Most definitely, yeah. He's actually in command, so he could,
yeah. And Donald Rumsfeld would be like, oh, you want to see Tony Rock? Okay, go ahead, sure.
Feel free. Bring Donald with you, and you're in.
I see.
Yeah. But yeah, it would just be a wonderful time. We actually just got to this area from Germany, so we're just getting here.
Oh, so you're new in town?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And we should probably welcome her in town, Terry, by allowing her to win tickets. That may be the thought of some people in the industry that we're in.
Sure.
I say she's got years to go before she's earned her stripes as far as being able to win something on the program.
No, I listen all the time. You guys have the best show
Yeah,
I've
whatever.
ever heard.
Anyhow.
Seriously. You guys
Seriously. Oh, well, then thank you, then. I say we start her off with a nice CD.
Oh, okay. All right.
And gradually allow her prizes to increase, Terry.
Okay.
Oh, no, please, come on.
But as far as allowing her to go to Comedy Jam yet, Terry? She hadn't earned her stripes, as they say in the military, huh?
Wow.
I have earned my stripe. We have.
Did they make you a lieutenant on day one in the military?
Yes, they act. If you
Lieutenant's pretty big, right, Terry?
I have no idea how it goes. I don't know the rank.
If you get a commission from college, yes, you do. You become a lieutenant.
Oh, whatever. Don't bother me with the man.
You do.
Anyhow, all right, what's bigger than lieutenant? Corporal? What's
No.
Captain.
Captain. Did they? Okay, good. Did they make you captain on day one?
No, they do not.
Okay.
Rear Admiral.
Oh, Stephen already has his position picked out.
Major Woody.
Stephen, if you're trying to diffuse the notion that you have some gay tendencies, calling out the term Rear Admiral may not have been the way to go there.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with bisexuality to make jokes.
Wow!
God, finally someone is. I'm not comfortable with his sexuality.
Asha?
I turned down your advances.
Yes, you man.
Here's how I'm deciding this is going to go. You have not earned enough stripes in this military unit
man.
to be getting Comedy Jam tickets.
What do I have to do to earn my stripes?
Prove yourself loyal, and you'll be ready for Comedy Jam 2009.
No, I prove myself loyal every day. I listen to you every day on the way from Fort Lewis all the way to Seattle every morning.
It's quite the journey, Terry.
It is quite the journey.
Wow, and she sticks with us the whole way. Isn't that nice? No Comedy Jam for you!
Come on, T-Man. Come on. I promise you, I call this station every day.
I believe
for
you.
these Comedy Jam tickets. I think I've earned my stripes.
And
Come on.
you were this close, but then you had to tell us the reality of your world. And you just moved here. How long ago?
We got here in April.
Oh, Terry, she's barely a resident. If she is at all, if you take it to believe someone here 3-4 months is, in fact, considered a resident of the area. Come on!
I work hard every day. Come on, I work 40 hours a week, running back and forth on the highway, 2 hours
I
in
assumed
traffic.
she's been at least here upwards of close to a year. It's not even barely a quarter of a year yet. You know what? Okay, I give her half a CD. I can't even give her a full CD, Terry.
She's not
I have to
even full.
break that bitch in half, and I have to give her half a CD.
Wow.
And then, over time, as she calls and proves herself to be the loyal person that she claims she is now, but she doesn't know from loyalty yet.
Right.
Maybe to her country.
I listen to your show every morning.
I
think proved my
believe
loyalty.
you,
I
but
do.
only since April.
Yeah, I don't
Only
know.
since April, Asha.
There's a lot of things you've missed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, T-Man. We really, really want these tickets.
I
We
believe you
really
do.
want to go out and have a nice
Well,
time.
but there are a lot of people who really, really want the tickets.
I believe.
I know, Terry, but I mean, okay, I see your point.
I believe
do see
everything you're saying to me, Asha. I believe you're a true listener. I believe you're loyal. I believe you have a lot of potential to be a long-time listener. However, this is the way I do business. And I want to reward some of the longer-time listeners with such a special event as Comedy Jam. Now, I'm going to give you a nice parting gift, half a CD, and half a CD player. So...
Because there's somebody who's been listening since March on the line.
Come on.
So we'll give you a nice parting gift. We'll give you a full CD. How about that? But as far as Comedy Jam tickets, not yet. Okay, Pacey, deal with her crying. Okay.
Wow.
Wait, you thought I was going to give in? Be nuts? I listen every day. It's fine. It's wonderful. I appreciate that. As I've said now for a number of months, we have too many listeners.
Yes, you have.
It needs to be stopped.
Wow. Okay.
It was never supposed to get to these proportions, Terry. This was not the agreement. So, Asha gets a nice... What are you setting her off with there, Pacey?
I was gonna
give her
say-
even her choice of CDs. She only gets one.
Oh, nice.
She only gets one.
Only one.
But give her some options to show our appreciation to a new listener.
Hey, Asha, we do want to appreciate you.
Oh, geez.
We want to appreciate you.
Awkward.
He's just an awkward guy in every word that comes out of his mouth.
Yes, I did.
But as far as Comedy Jam tickets, not yet, Asha. Wow. What a shame. If only you'd been in town longer.
Longer.
Really not your fault, but still being held against you. Oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
Now, the goal is to find someone who's more of a long-time listener who gets to enjoy the first ever Comedy Jam, Terry.
Who's truly worthy.
Well, I don't know about that, but someone who doesn't blow it by giving us too much information on the phone line.
Oh, okay. That's how it works.
Because the tickets were Asha, she just kept quiet. That's the way it works. And we'll come back and figure that out after these words.
The T-Man.
Bada bling! Lindsay Lohan lights up Italy with a huge rock, but...
Bada bling!
Bada bling! Lindsay Lohan lights up Italy with a huge rock, but is she engaged?
Oh.
The actress and her millionaire boyfriend
Is
Harry...
she engaged? Lindsay Lohan getting married at her age? Are you freaking kidding me? That dumb, freckled butt.
Well, but she probably needs to because she's a little out of control. And
Oh,
she
in
needs
marriage kind of mellows
to,
you
well,
out.
it probably would her.
How about a Xanax?
Well, yeah. She's
As
probably,
opposed to marriage.
Yeah, you got some?
She's probably tried that.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't work.
So I'm going to get married to mellow me out. My doctor recommended it.
The actress...
Take 2 of these every day.
Right.
Makes sense. Not really.
The actress and her millionaire boyfriend Harry Morton are in Venice promoting her new movie Bobby, but took time out to enjoy a gondola ride.
Oh.
It's beautiful and it's very romantic.
Could have done that in Vegas at the Venetian. Why do you have to go to Italy for it, Terry?
Jeez, we like the real thing.
I went on the gondola ride in Italy.
Yes.
It was very similar to the one that goes around the casino.
Yeah, real similar.
I can check my Keno numbers when I'm on that gondola ride.
A gondola ride.
It's beautiful and it's very romantic.
Who's that talking? Is that's Lindsay?
That's Lindsay.
Yeah, that guy sounds hot.
Man.
In all her throatiness, yes.
Man.
Sounds like my grandma Sadie. She died 7 years ago.
I know, but she's been partying a lot, man.
It's beautiful and it's very romantic.
Extra broke the news Morton bought an engagement ring at Cartier in Beverly Hills last week.
Right.
But is this The Rock?
Oh, geez.
Stay tuned.
How about no? Anyway.
I left it there.
Yeah, that was yesterday's report. Maybe he picked it up now. Who knows? I don't know. I don't really care. I got some Comedy Jam tickets to give away.
All
Got
right.
some quick to give us here, Terry? Got a little quickie on your
I do.
pile? What do you have?
Yeah, I got a nice little list of 10 cool but cheap places to go on a date.
Okay, now since when is a list of 10 things ever going to be something quick that we can just discuss in a brief fashion? This is an all-day event you're giving me here. What's the title of it?
10 cool but
You
cheap.
got my voice now like this, Terry.
10 cool but cheap places to go on a date.
10 cool but cheap places. You think we're going to go through all 10 of these?
Yes.
You can forget it.
Oh, come on.
10 cool but cheap places to go on a date.
Yeah.
Well, the dungeon in my house is free of charge, Terry, if anyone's interested.
It's cool down there, right?
Very shady piece of land.
Right. The concrete is great.
You just can never leave. Anyhow, it's like the Hotel California. Anyway.
Yes?
You're right. What do they get to offer you there? Blockbusters?
Well, actually, yeah, that is one
Go to that
option.
movie.
That is one option. But they say that
How
if you're
about
going
you
to do
stop
that,
being so damn cheap? Take her out to dinner.
Put that on the list.
No, they actually say if you're you should probably have dinner at your house and attach a theme to it.
Dinner at your house?
Yeah, with a theme. Make it a theme dinner.
Now, is this targeted towards women? 10 cheap places to go on a date? Or is this
I
some
think it's
article?
more about for guys to do with the ladies.
I would rather spend my last buck taking a woman to dinner than have to cook her anything.
Well, now...
I'll spend my welfare check, Terry.
Well, but you don't like to cook, but maybe there are a couple of guys out there, like Steven, for example.
That is gay. I'll spend my welfare check on Arby's, my last buck, before I'm taking any woman into my house where a meal is cooked by me.
What, you don't want to put the effort into making a whole theme night?
You wanted the Parmesan on spaghetti? Okay, good. I put that on already.
You don't see yourself doing that?
I just do not. I'm sorry. I do not see myself putting on an apron and making even a one-course meal.
You know, you could actually make food without using an apron.
Is that right?
Yeah, just so you know, you don't have to put on the apron.
But then you mess
Flour
up
may get all over your Dockers.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you get tomato sauce all over your lovely Dockers there. How can you go on with the day after that? Anyhow.
Not spill.
They do have Rent a Movie on there, Terry?
Yeah, however, they do say that if you're going to rent the movie, you need to let her choose.
Let her choose. Oh, because so that tells you this is an article directed at men then, Terry.
Yeah.
If it says let her choose.
Let her pick it out.
You let her choose, and then you're like, oh, I ain't watching that crap. Let's get Goodfellas.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
I mean, technically, you let her choose. You just didn't go with her choice.
Well, but I think...
You choose. Oh, I ain't watching that crap.
No, I think you just let her choose and take it with
And
you.
you take whatever she picks?
Yeah.
What, are you kidding?
Well, if you want to be cool and, be able to get some, right? Isn't that how you work it?
All right. So the goal, then, is to only be watching 10 minutes of the movie.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's been a while for me, and to date, but I think it could come to a nice little, friendly movie that you both would like.
Right.
And that
what do you suggest meets that criteria? A friendly movie that you both would be interested in? Made in Manhattan?
Maybe. That was a cute movie.
Yeah, I like cute movies.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What'd you make on that night, Stephen?
I'm sure it was lovely, whatever I made.
Was there a theme attached to it there, Stephen?
Well, I dressed up in my little maid outfit. Jesus. We had New York-style pizza. I don't know.
Brenda.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, thanks for that. Christina.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was calling to win the Comedy Jam ticket.
Oh, well, that's very direct.
Okay, so am I the winner?
I don't know yet. I haven't decided.
Okay.
It's kind of like renting a movie and sitting and wondering if you can have sex, huh? Haven't decided, Christina. What do you think? You think you're getting any?
Yeah.
If I have to watch Made in Manhattan, I better be getting something.
Right. Like 1/4 of the way into the movie. All right.
You'll never know what happens, though.
How old are you, Christina?
23.
Really? And you think Comedy Jam is for you?
Yes, I do.
You like to laugh?
Yes, I
Well,
do.
let me hear you laugh. Oh.
That's very good.
That sounded like a good laugh, Terry.
Yeah.
Didn't even sound that forced, even though it was. It sounded very natural. Who are you going to go with to Comedy Jam there, Christina?
My husband.
Oh, you're married at 23, huh?
Yeah, we just got married.
Oh, well, then it's okay. And why did you decide to marry this guy at such an early time in your life?
Because I love him.
Oh, that's one of the reasons people go with. Yes, love
is a
It's
good
always a
reason.
good thing. And when did you realize you loved him, and why did you realize that it was him that you loved?
Because he was a real down-to-earth person, somebody that, I feel like I can spend the rest of my life with.
I love cliches like that. And when was it that you realized you were in love with him?
About a year ago.
And you've been married as of when?
As of July 30th.
So it's pretty fresh, pretty new, pretty exciting. We got newlyweds.
Aww.
That may be in our Comedy Jam audience, Terry.
How exciting.
Maybe is the key word there. All right, I have no reason not to give her the tickets. Plus, I'm out of time for this. You will be at Comedy Jam, Christina.
Oh, thank you.
You will be there.
Great, I just moved here in May.
She knows not to say that.
What city are you from?
Tacoma.
Yes.
Ooh, thank you.
Okay, hang on the line. Christina won tickets, Terry.
Yay.
Pace, you want to get on that?
Oh, more than you know, big boy.
Hey there, Christina.
Oh.
How you doing?
Oh.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
It's Liza with a Z and an STD.
Oh!
That's the new claim as her divorce war with David Guest turns sex-rated.
Oh, geez.
Published reports say David claims the legendary Ms. Minnelli hid the fact that she had herpes simplex until after they got married.
It's always a nice surprise, huh?
So you have to tell people?
Apparently so, yeah. Give me a pad.
Liza accuses David of trying to poison her with drugs.
Ow! Quite the relationship.
A very strange relationship.
When gay men strike back.
Oh, they're the worst.
Speaking of which, Christopher is calling from Seattle, Terry.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That would be West Seattle.
Oh, I'm sorry. Christopher is calling from Western Seattle.
Oh, wow. Much nicer.
Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. How you doing?
Okay, how are you? What can we do for you?
I watched The View yesterday, and I thought I would, let you know that I loved it. It was different.
Of course, one of your own was on representing. How could you not feel as though you appreciated her work? She's one of your community.
Well, she is funny.
She's a little pushy, wouldn't you say?
That's okay, because they kept Elizabeth, she kept her mouth shut, and that's what needs to happen on that show.
Wow.
Speaking of throwing your weight around, any truth to the rumor that you have been an employed man for more than just a little bit, for a number of months now? Any truth to that rumor that I'm hearing about? That you may be working a 12 to 8 p.m. shift somewhere out there and didn't want to let us know? Any truth to that rumor, Christopher from Western Seattle?
Yes.
Wow.
It's good that we don't really know this caller, Terry, because if we knew him for years and he didn't feel like he could trust us with information like that he's working, that would be a little bit hurtful. Not really. That would be a little bit tough to deal with. Not even close. That would be tough to, how you say, a swallow.
Why is that hurtful?
Well, it's not because we don't know you. You're a new caller.
No, I know.
But
So
friends
that's what
of
I'm saying.
the-
If I'm new, how can it be hurtful?
It's not. I just said it's not. And
if you were somebody we once knew.
Yeah.
And if you were somebody we once knew that was gay, you may be interested, and I've gotten a lot of emails like this. I don't know why there's this. Well, I guess there's a good reason for there to be this overwhelming stigma about us going on in San Francisco and how gay that is.
Yes.
How gay a city it is. But this station we're going on in San Francisco, Terry, is one of the most legendary stations in the country. Top 10 station in the country, basically. That's not a stretch to say that. This is one of the top radio stations in all of the United States of America, and it covers more than just the general or specific area of San Francisco. It goes all the way up and down the West Coast, for goodness sake.
All right.
Certainly covers the entire Bay Area. And last I checked in Oakland, there's more than just your straggling ho-ho.
I don't think you'll find too many in
But I'm
Oakland.
getting all these...
Not a lot of flaming.
I'm getting all these emails. Oh, going on in San Francisco, you can have dueling gay phone operators?
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't have dueling because we don't
We don't
know
have a
him.
gay
Yeah.
phone operator anymore. We don't know where he went.
Right.
We do have some vague recollection of someone like that,
Yeah.
but
I mean, we have a nice memory of
he's
him.
no longer with us.
It wasn't very memorable, though, really.
So
Oh, come on.
Now we have this new person who claims he's gay and says his name is Christopher from Western Seattle. And apparently, well, I don't know where I was going with that. I just talked myself down an alley. So, nice to have a conversation with you, sir, and we hope you call again soon.
I like to call in. I have fun.
Yeah, whatever.
Glad you enjoyed the view.
I love the view. I will TiVo it every day now.
And don't think you can have any impact. Or what are your expectations as far as our launch in San Francisco, sir? You should have none.
I would love to listen. I would love to call. I would love to, give my input.
Not usually your posture, now, is it? You're usually on the other end of the input.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but that's changing too. So never mind.
I didn't want to hear about it.
Big gay top.
It's changing too?
It's
Now
amazing what you can do when you lose weight.
You've lost weight, sir?
Yeah, I've had a major change and I've lost 113 pounds.
And this has made you a more versatile sexual beast?
Oh yeah.
So did you just start
Definitely.
eating better and exercise?
Exercise. What's that? Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, how did this transformation take place then, if you don't exercise? Just a nice, healthy diet.
Okay,
I actually had a major operation.
Yeah, I don't think we're fooling when everyone knows. Anyway.
So is this Emma?
All right, whatever. Anyhow, let me read some articles, by the way. I got some articles in my office about us going on in San Francisco from, from the San Francisco newspapers, Terry.
All right.
If you're interested in hearing those.
Absolutely, always
As
am.
I told you yesterday, the stations in the Bay Area already ripping us from standpoint of which I'm sure they're so aware of everything we do up here. I told you that yesterday.
Right.
And it's also interesting, I mentioned to you, didn't I, that two of the guys that were ripping us, their job was offered to me? I mentioned that, yes. Okay. What was that? Was that the sound of your new loose skin?
No.
Shifting.
Did you open the window or something?
It was a motorcycle outside my window.
So the pizza's there, is what you're saying.
The pizza's there.
Okay.
Someone's just leaving his place.
I wish.
Couldn't leave fast enough.
Oh, it's daylight. I'm out of here.
Right? All right, anything else going on with you, sir?
Thank you very much.
Okay, bye-bye. You were reading a list of top 10...
Well, just
something or
10
others.
10 cool but cheap places to go on a date. That's what it's called.
The very Jimmy's list. Okay, so 10 cool but cheap places to go on a date.
Right.
And you had only gotten to like one or two.
Yeah.
All right, give me maybe two or three more that stand out to you as interesting ideas for a good but cheap place to go on a date.
Have a picnic or go to a state park.
Nice.
Yeah, they say it's usually under $10 to get in. You get to be out in nature and all that good stuff.
Right. Prepare a Caesar salad, head out to the park, and enjoy it amongst the flashers and the...
The state park.
Heaven forbid you should have to take a leak and go to a public restroom. In a state park anywhere around here, Terry.
Well,
you run into a lot of Christopher from Western Seattles.
That is true.
Would love to give their input.
But it is kind of romantic and, you know.
That's a good idea for ladies out there. Make one of your first dates, allow him to get off on the cheap and take you to a state park. See if you make it out of there alive.
Right.
Wonderful.
Ted Bundy used to love the state park.
Oh, jeez.
True.
He always seemed to have a broken arm every time he went in, though. 2 went in, 1 came out.
Oh.
Nice idea, Terry.
Hey, it's not my list. How about this, then? You can check out the stars at a local college observatory. Oh.
That's nice, too.
Yeah,
What the hell does that mean?
You go and...
What the hell does that mean?
You look at the stars... At
Like a planetarium or something?
Yeah, kind of like observatory. Yeah. Magnifying glass up to the stars, you can really see.
How about we not leave your apartment? I'll just hit you over the head and you'll see stars in a couple of seconds. How about
Not
that?
very nice.
In a Ted Bundy kind of way. Ooh, me cast.
Wow. Or they also say you could check out arts and craft fairs or festivals in your cities.
Because, you know, he used to have fake having a broken arm, Terry, and used to hit women over the head with his cast.
I did not know that.
Well.
Now I do.
I'm sure that's worked on you a couple of times. Not that you needed to be knocked out.
Oh, no. Don't knock me out.
More than happy to do anything you want in a conscious state.
Sure.
Just as long as you take her to a planetarium.
Yeah.
You appreciate a nice date to a planetarium?
I think that'd be kind of
What
cool.
woman wants to go to
an observatory or either one, yeah.
What woman wants the guy to pull up? Like any guy pulls up at anyone's place anymore these days. What girl wants some dude to pull up to her spot, get her in his car if he's lucky enough, and then say, hey, I'm taking you to a planetarium. What guy's doing that?
Well, but
let's go see the stars.
But that's the cool thing is that it's different. It is different. It's unique. I mean, because it isn't your most common thing to do. So, hey.
It's, I would say, very uncommon, Terry.
So it's kind of cool, though. It's different.
Sometimes uncommon doesn't mean cool.
Well, all right. Well,
but you think
it is cool.
You think it'd be cool. You think a lot of women would agree. If a guy out there, let's say there's a number of women in our audience, I'm sure, Terry, that are going on, maybe this is like a second or third date idea.
It could be, sure.
In the second or third date, if she was told this weekend, hey, I'm going to take you to a planetarium, she'd be all excited with his ability to be creative and different.
Sure, if she was into that.
She'd be like, get me away from this loser ASAP!
Well, granted, I don't think you're taking somebody who's not going to, appreciate it.
Exactly.
But you, by the
eliminates everyone.
No, but by the second or third date, you kind of get a feeling of whether or not that female might enjoy it.
Those stars make up the waistband of Orion's belt.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm ready to
Do me now.
Ready to pull out the Big Dipper.
You promised a Big Dipper. Where is it?
I just think it would be kind of neat.
So you guys don't have any sort of, I mean, in your mind, it's just, what's the best way to get me laid?
Dates.
Yeah, they're funny.
Dates are funny.
Well,
they're for people who don't work in radio.
I also gave you another one where it said check out any arts and crafts fairs or festivals in your city. Puyallup Fair's coming up.
Yeah, the
you just
Puyallup
got a
Fair.
bunch of fairs.
Well, you're giving us a list of cheap date ideas. The Puyallup Fair is not, by any stretch of the imagination, a cheap date idea.
All right.
Now, I hate to knock our friends at the Puyallup Fair. It's a lovely afternoon. It's a lovely evening. It's a wonderful way to pass the day with fun for the whole family.
True.
However, you ain't going to the Puyallup Fair without $60 in your pocket, Terry.
Sure.
Because by the time you pay off the person whose lawn you parked on, and by the time you enter the gate, you've already spent $20. Mm-hmm. And then, heaven forbid, you want a Krusty Pup, there's another $5 right there.
Krusty Pup.
If you want to check out the award-winning hog, there's another $6. And then
a nice piece of pig.
Fingering her on the extreme scream, a priceless.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go.
Did I say that out loud?
You did.
I did.
Good payoff there, right?
$20 to spend trying to win the Def Leppard mirror.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Adds up.
Try to knock down those unknockable downers milk jugs.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Amongst the other jugs you may be in the midst of knocking down, Terry.
Yeah.
Definitely not possible.
You're spending, by the time you leave your Puyallup Fair, at least $60.
Okay, how about a flea market then? Plenty of flea markets during the summer.
Can't be $1 sunglasses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now that's fun.
Maybe like just street fairs.
Yeah, street fairs, art fairs, right.
Dates.
They also
so
suggest,
funny.
this would be kind of cool. Go, take her to some dance lessons You know, swing or ballroom dancing? For a
I'd
date?
rather have a $60 Krusty Putt.
Oh, jeez. I want to do that. Go to a beer or wine tasting?
Terry, these sound like very lame dates to me.
No, really?
Beer or wine tasting?
Oh, that'd be fun.
I don't just want to taste.
Well, you could get her wasted.
I want a big jug.
Well, there you go. You could taste it and go, oh, I really like it. Now I want my big jug, and throw it on down.
So your idea of the romance is the fingering on the extreme screen.
Oh, there's easy now, Stephen. It's a family show. Speaking of big jugs, Broke Paula is calling in.
Wow.
Yes, Broke.
Hello.
Yes, Broke. What can we do for you?
Oh, I don't know. What do you want to do for me?
Uh-oh.
I just called to say hello.
Oh, hello.
It's 105 degrees down here.
Oh, that's right. You don't even live here anymore.
California.
Yes. Where do you live now?
Granada Hills, California.
And where is that by?
That's north side of San Fernando Valley.
Oh, guess what?
Oh, will she be able to hear us?
I don't know. I don't know where that exactly is, but it sounds like a really good shot. Yes, but don't even tell her.
It's north of Los Angeles.
All right. Well, then, yeah. Anything north is a pretty good bet. I shouldn't even know what we're talking about, but he's laughing.
I know.
Anyhow, how's your love life going, Broke?
Oh, very well.
it's wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh, she's got a love life.
Taken any planetariums recently?
Excuse me?
Never mind. What's going on with you? Anything exciting?
Yes, interesting. Would
Yes.
you like to hear?
No. Thanks for the call. All right. I just don't have the patience.
Not for Broke Paula?
No.
Oh, all right.
She's going to call back screaming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take me off your website. She's
Don't-
done with us.
I don't like you people anymore.
But if she asked me a question, I couldn't lie to her.
Come on, I kind of wanted to
I
hear
did
it.
too.
Me too.
Well, I didn't. You all did. If she asked you that question, you could have said yes in all honesty. So all right, get her back on the line, and then tell her to ask Terry that question, and then she can answer honestly yes, because I didn't want to hear.
I mean, she's got a love life, for goodness
Yeah,
sake.
that's great. That's just nasty.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point.
Mm-hmm. Imagine making love to those crooked glasses on that face.
Well, we've heard about the love life of certain people on this show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I've ever been any kind of prize out there, Terry,
Well,
but still,
no, but
I'm
I'm
going to go around asking people if they want to hear about my love life.
I'm not saying you and
If you demand it, I'll tell you.
when we once had a gay phone operator, we heard about his little trysts in the bathroom.
Oh, jeez. I don't remember that, Terry. You must be listening to a different program in the morning. Anyway, so we got planetariums and wine tasting.
Yeah. Well, wine tasting, I'm surprised that you scoff at that because good
I
way to
love
get
wine.
her drunk.
I love wine. I'm just not going to be taking some girl that I'm trying to, all I'm thinking about is the best way to make it happen and then start the ball rolling in this wonderful evening by going wine tasting.
What's the best way to make it happen then?
I mean,
Just come over and come on, take your clothes off at the door.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good then.
And that worked out on a number of occasions.
Well, that's good, but for some people who
And if
can't
you
get
want-
it done like that,
If you want a taste of wine here or there, we can make that happen.
Oh, it's a strong strawberry finish with the hint of oak from the barrel. Shut up.
Do you need that?
sure.
Where's the Keystone Ice?
So nice.
1-866-663-T-Man. Now, maybe I didn't have the patience to hear from Broke Paula, but I will open the phone lines right now in full force, Terry. Because I do want to hear from everyone else.
How about a poetry reading at a bookstore?
So Broke Paula moved, 6 months ago, actually?
Yeah,
I think I
something
remember
like
her
that.
saying she
Mhm.
moved. And why is she still calling if she can't hear the show?
Just checking in.
For what?
Just to say hi, because she's part of her dysfunctional family.
Not anymore. She left.
Well, so did Marie
And Porta Potty Jim.
and Porta Potty Jay.
Marie is so just whacked that she's interesting.
Well,
But Broke Paula is just, I can't take her. You left. End of story. Find a show down there that works for you.
we'll be down there soon, so.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell her that. You notice I didn't even tell her
I
that?
know that.
Let her see if she figures it out. 1-866-663-T-Man is a toll-free telephone number. Nancy is on the line. Hello, Nancy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Well,
I'm
Nancy, I
kinda-
want to talk to, Terry.
You don't meet a lot of Nancys anymore.
Uh-huh. Got to savor every one that's out there. Where are you calling from, Nancy?
from Mount Lake Terrace.
And what are you doing right now?
I'm stuck in traffic.
Oh, you're in your car?
Yes.
And what do you tend to do when you're stuck in traffic?
Listen to you and just talk to you.
All right. And what would you like to say now that you're talking to us?
I just wanted to comment on the
10 cheap dates or whatnot that Terry was mentioning.
Mm-hmm.
I am so sad that those are the only things available. Like, I don't want to look at stars when I go on a date. I don't want to taste the wine. I'm sure nobody that's legally able to drink from 21 to 30, that's usually in the dating scene, wants to go and have a taste of wine. I want a couple of shots of tequila.
Well, then go to your local bar and sit down and have it.
But that's not necessarily cheap, though. So that's where I'm coming at.
There you go.
So the bottom line is, if you're going to leave the house, you got to make it worth your while and spend, if it's your last buck, well, then there it goes.
Well, but the thing is, it's a date.
Line up the Cuervo and let's get it rolling, because you ain't taking me to any wine tasting exhibition here.
Right, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Then you're not for me.
Well, what I'm saying to you, Terry, and I'm saying on behalf of Nancy now, on behalf of every other woman, because I speak for all women, Terry, is retitle your little article there from 10 exciting cheap dates. So what's the title of it exactly?
Cool.
10 cool cheap dates?
But cheap.
But cheap? Mm-hmm. Retitle it to 10 lame-o dates. Oh.
Maybe for some, but there are those out there who may appreciate it.
I disagree.
I mean, I just figure every single one that I've heard so far are certain things that I would do with my family. When I go out on a date, I want to do something new, something different.
Like what?
Extravagant.
What's new, different, extravagant for you?
Going to a bar, drinking shots of
tequila. Wow.
Jägermeister.
She wants somebody to spend money on her.
Give her whatever. And she's all good to go. That's new and that's exciting every time.
If I find a girl that wants to do shots of tequila, I'm making it happen.
Terry.
Yes.
Does this sound like a sensible, down-to-earth, reasonably smart and fun-loving girl? Does she sound like the average woman? She sounds pretty down-to-earth to me, right?
She does.
I like your list.
I didn't say it was for everyone.
Hates your list.
I think it's down-to-earth.
You didn't say it was for everyone, but you didn't also say that it's for no one.
Because I believe that there are those out there who appreciate it.
Yeah, your occasional weirdo may like those dates.
Well, then, so there you go.
But show me the woman that says, oh, I'm dying for this guy that I've gone out with a couple of times to step up to the plate and tell me he's taking me to the planetarium.
But I mean, you can only take shots every single weekend. For how long?
We can get our picture taken over there.
Well, I don't go out every single weekend for shots.
But Nancy said she wanted something extravagant.
She wants alcohol thrown down her.
She's looking for somebody to spend money.
Let's go on a road trip. Let's go do something,
where you don't have to pay for it, right?
Let's have a guy spend money on me, basically.
Yeah, take her to Vegas.
It's not asking the world of a guy to throw some drinks down your throat.
But not everybody has that kind of cash. All this work.
Cash. You know the kind of everyone does have that kind of cash to go out and throw a couple of drinks down, Terry. Everyone, even if you're not doing well, you make money for drinks. You find a way.
You ask for a glass of ice and pull out your flask, and when she's not looking, pour a little in there if you can't afford it.
That's new and exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
I packed a lunch here for the planetarium. There's a place we can sit and eat it. Would you mind going up and getting us some apple juice? I didn't pack any beverages. There's nothing exciting. It's just creepy through and through.
All right.
I think it'd get boring taking girls out and just getting them drunk all the time. Maybe.
Not for Nancy, though. She likes that.
Don't put down Nancy, Terry.
I'm just saying
honest.
that's her deal. She was honest about it.
You ain't been to any planetariums either, Terry.
No, I haven't.
Never had an interest.
But I've done wine tasting, and I'm interested.
You didn't go wine tasting on a 4th or 3rd or 5th date, Terry.
Oh, and you know this how?
Because
you've been in my life since I've been dating?
I was following you every step of the way. You're on the air, Mark.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
What do you got?
Marie is a MySpace whore.
Yeah, she's that too. Yeah, she.
How old is Marie? Honestly, how old?
Way too old.
She is like the female Steven.
But the best part about her age, is she has no comprehension of how old she is. That's the beautiful part of it.
I think it's creepy if you're older than 25 and being on MySpace.
I completely agree.
She sent me
Which is why I go 6 times a day.
Request.
Jeez.
Sent me a friend request asking if I wanted to go to the bars in Kirkland when she was up for Summer Jam.
How does she know you? Does she know you?
Out of the blue. I'm 21. Why do I want to go to bars with an old dried up JJ
Oh,
head.
Wow.
I don't get this.
I'm sure you said exactly those words to her.
Yeah, no, I actually said, who are you? And then she said Polish Marie from the T-Man show.
Oh.
I don't like Polacks.
Terry, oh, just.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
That's pretty blunt of you. Terry, I haven't.
Jesus.
I don't need to have followed you around all your life to know you well enough to know that you weren't taken to any planetariums. You weren't taken on any wine tasting dates back in your day.
All right.
You can tell me I'm wrong?
Yes.
Tell me the guy who took you on the wine tasting date.
My ex-husband.
Did him well, didn't it? That served him well, him with the creative wine tasting day. You left him in year 1. So where did you get him? Nowhere! Should have thrown drinks down to you. You're going to still be married today.
We had plenty of that, too.
Oh. Steve, you're on the air.
Hey, I was going, hey, did Steve make it to the draft yesterday?
If you were listening earlier, as a loyal listener would have done, you would have heard that, yes, Stephen took in a draft.
I woke up late. And then also, LL Cool J is with G-Unit, and they were talking about that on the VMA Awards.
What are they saying now?
About going to planetariums?
No, about talking about Puff Daddy. They were talking about him on stage when they got their award or whatever they were expecting.
All right.
So who did you pick up, Steve? Who'd you get?
Steve.
I don't know who that is, but we got some players, some football players.
Yeah, there's what, how many teams? I mean, who'd you get?
He'll go over your roster with you later. How about that? Brenda, you're on the air.
Like you meet at a planetarium to discuss it.
Yes, Brenda.
You guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, it's kind of staticky, so.
Well, not static enough for me, but go ahead.
Well, I'm calling to get some advice from you guys.
Right.
This is kind of awkward. I've never thought I'd called you guys. But
just come out with it, please.
All right, so I have, so I'm engaged, and I have a ex-coworker who I've been kind of
you little slut, I love you. Okay, so let's see what we have here, Terry. We have a woman who's preparing to get married.
Right.
And during the time when she's calling florists and figuring out which one is most suitable for their ceremony.
Yes.
And she's
trying on the dress.
Turn your radio down, trying on dresses, seeing which one would make her most exciting day of her life that much more exciting and beautiful. While all this is going on, she's flirting and perhaps doing even more with a male coworker in a very taboo-type fashion.
Taboo-type fashion.
There's the taboo sounder.
Finally, it came in useful after 2 years.
Actually, from the game Taboo, Terry.
Yeah, finally.
All right, tell me all about this little underground situation you got going on here.
Okay, nothing has happened. We're just really good friends. We've known each other for about 2.5 years, and we've kind of, gotten to a point where we really, really like each other as, as friends, and I think a little bit more.
So then how can you tell me that nothing has happened? You guys have had mental sex day in and day out for how long now?
No,
for
nothing.
weeks, for months. With your eyes, you're ripping each other's clothes off every day at work. Don't tell me nothing has happened.
No, nothing has happened.
You have crossed so many mental boundaries, it's not even funny.
He knows I'm engaged, so he kind of...
And he loves that you're engaged.
That's so funny she says that.
Of course he knows you're engaged. That's the best part about you to him, that you're engaged. That's his favorite attribute in you. That you are engaged. He doesn't have to worry about you, can flirt with you. He knows sooner or later it's going to happen because they're on that kind of collision course. And until then, he'll enjoy the mental buildup.
So, and plus, he knows that my relationship with my fiance is a mess. I'm not happy. I really am not happy.
Does your fiance know this?
Yeah, he knows it.
Doesn't have a clue.
He knows it. We've been together for about 5 years now, and it's so hard to kind of
5 years? You're not even engaged then. What are you even talking about? Do you have a date set? Probably not.
No.
You don't even have a date set. What do you even bother me for? I thought this was going to be exciting. Oh, the wedding's coming up in December, T-Man.
no
We've
kidding.
been engaged for less than for a little over a year.
Right.
I'm a couple of months away from the wedding, but I can't get my mind off this guy. That's what I thought the story was. This story is a big fraudulent story. You're in some fake relationship. Well, of course you're not happy with it. Some guy has strung you along and promised you and delivered nothing. That's not a relationship. That's nothing. You got nothing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's nothing, but the reason why I'm calling is because I'm wondering, as what the other guy is thinking. If he knows I'm engaged, and he knows that my life with him is a mess.
Tell her what he's thinking.
Yes, I'm telling you what he's thinking, and I'll tell you right now that if you ever were to leave your fiance, which already has happened, but if you ever made it official, and this guy that so is after you in the workplace there, if he ever finds out about that, his interest level will drop so dramatically you won't even know what hit you.
Oh, stop.
I'm not lying. Don't tell me to stop because I'm telling you the truth. You want me to? Oh, so when you're saying don't stop, you mean don't? Oh, stop telling me the truth. Is that what you're saying?
No, I know it's the truth.
You said, oh, stop. Does that mean, oh, stop telling me the truth, T-Man? Because if you want me to stop telling you the truth, I will. I'll start lying to you and tell you all the things you want to hear that your friends are telling you. But if you want the truth...
It's just, I guess, an awkward situation when
not
a
that
man already
awkward,
knows
whatever.
that you're engaged.
He knows exactly what you are. You're a woman who's in some phony relationship that's all comfortable, but neither of the two of you know how to break apart. But you already have in all facets except the making it official part. You're not going anywhere with your fiance, obviously. Just passing time. And that's why you're feeling so empty.
Right. So if I break this off, would it be okay to keep the ring or give it back?
What kind of ring?
Huh?
Let's talk about the ring. What kind of ring do you have there?
Well, it's a $5,000 ring.
There's no reason why you should have to give that back.
If she's breaking up, she doesn't have to give it back?
No.
Because I don't want to give it back.
This guy should ask for it back. If she would have broken it up and there was a date set and there was like something planned and he was expecting there to be a wedding and she broke it off, absolutely she'd have to give back the ring. But this was just some shut-up ring that he gave her years ago that's worked effectively. He's gotten a lot of mileage out of that ring. She's not entitled to give that ring back now. He hasn't done anything to make this relationship come to any marital conclusion here. He doesn't want to marry her, never did probably. So he doesn't deserve that ring back.
No, I've only had the ring for about 3 months.
So after a 5-year relationship, he gave you a ring 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And now 3 months later, after you accepted a ring, you decide you don't want to be with him.
Right.
Well, you probably should give the ring back then, because that's just stupid. This is the most stupid. You probably go to planetariums and stuff. This is the most stupid relationship I've ever heard about in my life. You have the most stupid relationship I've heard about in some time.
It is stupid. It is stupid.
All right.
Well, I guess that's it. That's all I
All
wanted to hear.
All right. Did you get anything out of this call?
No, I just kind of confirmed of what I...
Yeah, then you got a lot out of this call. You confirmed that your relationship is absolute fluff and there's no substance to it whatsoever.
Oh, I like that.
And that you have every right to go after this guy if he's even interested in you, which I am very much not completely convinced of. Something tells me if you actually made it clear that you could actually be with this guy, he would be out of there so quick. So I don't know what you have right now. I don't think you have much with the guy at work or your fiance, so start looking for new ones. That's my true advice to you.
Hey,
You are a free agent, so start looking for new ones. If you're really interested in being with someone serious, you are at square number one.
Hey, I want to talk about something else.
No. It's more than enough talk with you.
Right.
1-866-663-T-Man is the number to call. Back with more calls, I'm sure, after this.
The T-Man. Coming soon to the Key Arena.
Hotshot already setting his fantasy football lineup.
Yeah, I know.
I guess you got it. The first game's tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Wow, already.
Who you play?
I play Kingfish.
Kingfish. What a stupid team name.
Yeah, really stupid.
If it's not like Do You Deuce or STD Cocktail, you're not making it happen with your team name.
Not as creative as the Hot Shots.
You got to make it happen with your team name.
Yeah.
Your team Hotshot, very creative.
Yeah, I don't know how I came up with that.
So you're playing Kingfish, which would be Jeff Aaron, who's a former sportscaster here in the building and now working somewhere else. I don't know where he is working with.
The North Sound.
The North Sound?
1380. Yeah.
1380?
Yeah.
It goes up that high?
Does my radio have that?
I don't know.
Really?
It's an Everett station.
That's what you should call and taunt him with to get his fantasy football team off their stride there.
Call his show today and just taunt him.
Mm-hmm. Who do I play? I think I play Mike Gastineau, who's got an afternoon show, at least on a radio station you can hear.
Yeah. If you want to.
That's what I'd be saying to your guy if I... Yeah, but why would you want to?
Yeah, it's a sports show. I mean, come on.
Give me Mike Gastineau's number. Give me his home number. I'm sure he's sleeping.
Yeah. Wake up.
Play his team in week 1. So who'd you set as far as your lineup there? Who'd you make the starters?
Trent Green is your starting quarterback.
Not feeling great about your starting a quarterback.
4,000 yards last year. I'll take it.
Uh-huh.
Your running backs are LaDainian Tomlinson.
Whoa.
And Deshaun Foster.
These mean a lot to you, these names, Terry?
LT, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
And then you have...
Torrey Holt.
All right.
Terrell Owens.
Oh!
And Andre Johnson.
Nice names.
Not bad.
Terrell Owens has a year that he's capable of. Your team is going off.
I'm ready. And Algie, a crumpler.
Sylvia!
Not to be confused with his brother, Carl Lester.
Uh-huh.
Former Seahawk.
Sylvia, you there? Sylvia there? She's setting her fantasy football roster now, too, Terry. Because everyone knows football season begins tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yes, Sylvia.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. How are you? What are you doing?
good.
What are you wearing? How are you feeling?
Hey. I'm actually calling to agree with Terry about the whole date thing.
Agree with her how?
Hey.
If you say hey one more time.
If some guy would actually put in some effort to take me somewhere creative, I would be more prone to
give
whatever the
him
hell.
full reign on your
would go all out with
splendid vagina.
Yes. If
So-
you would just put some effort into it.
So you like
I
the
wouldn't
idea
care.
of a guy showing up, date 3, date 4, and saying, "Hey, tonight I plan on taking you to the planetarium. Let's roll.
Not
What do you
every
think?"
time, but once in a while. Like just sitting at home watching a movie is fine every once in a while, but showing up and maybe packing me a lunch, taking me to a park or something, like that's putting some effort into it. If they can do that much, then I'm a happy woman. Because I've had so many boyfriends that they don't do anything personal.
When was the last time you made love to a man there, Sylvia?
Actually, about a couple weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago? And who was the lucky guy there? Anyone we know?
Just a guy I met at a bar who got me drunk.
Yeah, we just talk,
Who was the lucky guy, and how did it all happen? Someone... Huh? Your what? Your boyfriend?
Yes, I was at his house, and
Uh-huh. So you have a
Got
boyfriend.
down
So why are you all consumed with what other guys can do or where they can take you?
Because if my boyfriend could do that for me, I would be very happy.
So you're a little unsatisfied with your boyfriend's ability to get creative.
Exactly.
Well, you're just a disgruntled girlfriend, so of course anything outside of what your boyfriend's doing is going to sound nice to you.
No.
You're not really endorsing what Terry just read on the air, that line of bullcrap. You just want anything that isn't your boyfriend.
No, it's not true.
Absolutely is.
That is so not true.
And yet you still let him ransack the Steiner 2 weeks ago.
I gotta get mine too.
As bad as he's doing as far as making it happen as a boyfriend, you're still giving him full reign.
I've got needs too. Once in a while, I gotta give it up.
Uh-huh. How was that for you 2 weeks ago? Was that good for you? Did you
It
feel
was great,
good?
yeah.
Uh-huh. Did you have an impactful climactic type moment there or what?
No, I wouldn't say it was that good.
Mhm.
Wow.
And as far as sex is concerned, what would you say your specialty is? What's your specialty?
Well, let's see. I like it from the back, and I like to shake my ass from the back.
I understand that's the way you like it, but what is your specialty?
Don't really have one specialty.
If guys were to all huddle up, like at Quest Field and talk about you, and they would say, "Oh, Sylvia, let me tell you what she is known for."
Yeah.
What would they say is Sylvia's? You can't say it on the air? Don't worry, no
Can't
one's
handle
listening.
it, T-Man.
Can't handle it? I think I could probably handle it if that's what you're worried about. Just tell me what your specialty is. You don't even know. That's the problem, Terry.
Yeah.
You know what?
Every woman's got to know her specialty. And if you don't know what it is, you may not have one. And if you don't have one, is that a shame?
Okay, you want to know?
Yeah, I do.
Well, recently
No,
I
get it out of
just took up practicing the art of deep throating.
Mm.
It's a great art.
Now we're talking.
Huh.
I'll just leave it at that.
All right, put her on hold.
Steven.
How fast would it take to turn that stuff around? I've got these promos they've been playing in San Francisco, Terry. You got to hear these things, man. They're so cheesy, it's embarrassing.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't say no on the end of it?
Come on. They don't have the creative genius yet, since we're not down there. But, Pace, you have them sent you through email, right?
Correct, yes.
And can we play them right now or what?
Not
How long will it take?
live. No, I'm
not directly live? Well, that's what we do here, I'm sorry to say.
Right, I'm not going to be able to, I'm going to have to go upstairs.
So the answer's no.
The answer is no.
How long would it take to be able to play those promos?
15, 20 minutes.
15, 20 minutes, that
What do you
long?
have to do?
I have to go upstairs.
You're breathing heavy, you realize that? Oh, jeez. What happened there?
That was my knee, and I apologize.
Oh, okay.
On the mic.
You call it your knee.
I have to go upstairs and open up my Outlook up there and dump it down to a computer that has a sound card.
It could be worth it to make them race up there and do it right now, Terry.
All right.
You can email it to me and I can play it.
Oh, you can? Email it to Steven.
I think so.
Oh.
Well, you just said you could. Now
Well,
I
I know.
excited.
Well, I know the computers. I've played stuff before. So.
Email it to Steven, see if he can play it right away.
He's got it.
Got some articles from some San Francisco papers here, Terry, you may want to hear.
All right.
If you're interested. They're not as interesting as the... You all right there?
I'm fine.
I'm making you work a little too hard?
No.
All right. Okay. Because, no, I'm being serious. I don't want you to work too hard.
He always works hard.
Because that was a big sigh you had there. It was almost like a sad sigh. I don't want you to be sad.
Oh.
Are you sad?
I'm not sad.
Oh, all right. What was the big sigh for then, what'd you say?
Anger.
Oh.
No.
Are you angry?
No.
Then what are you?
Nothing. I'm
Did you get me Mike Gastineau's home number?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Where's that?
Should have it over there.
Oh, all right. He's working hard this morning, Terry.
He is.
It's not usually stuff to do around here.
No, but it's busy.
I think he's just surprised that he's actually involved in stuff.
Yeah.
And he's a little overwhelmed. I think that sigh was a sigh of being overwhelmed.
Could have been.
When you're used to sitting back doing nothing and thinking about your next cigarette, and then actually you have to do stuff, it can be a little overwhelming.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Thinking about the alcoholics.
Do you have the email yet, Steven?
I do have the email.
Are you going to play it for us?
I am going to attempt to do that right now.
So we can listen. I haven't even heard all of them. Just play it whenever you're ready, whatever you have, whenever you can do it.
Coming in more ways than one. Coming to Wild 94.9.
Check your local listings. I mean, was that where it starts?
Well, I think so. Hold on. Here we go.
Listen to their voice guide first of all.
Exotic birds.
Well, stop it there.
Lock them up.
I can't control this. It's annoying. Do you hear the voice guide that they
do.
have down there, Terry?
He's
They're obviously not trying to eliminate the stigma of them coming from a homosexual community there.
that is true.
All right, so I laid down some lines for them.
Right.
And then they put it together with their voice guy to make up these promotional packages for the T-Man in the Morning Show starting on their station in San Francisco. And here's what they got.
If you have exotic birds, lock them up.
Oh, yes, otherwise they don't stand a chance.
The T-Man Show is coming.
In more ways than one.
Coming to Wild 94.9.
All right, stop right there.
Is coming.
I mean, because this guy's... Okay.
Did you know you're coming?
Oh, jeez.
Not only that, he's kind of a puker.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Is what Kilbreth really is deep inside.
Oh, whoa.
I'll fit right in there.
He's a gay puker, Steven.
This is a gay puker voice guy.
He's coming.
Can you pick up where you left off? Do you have
I
to start
can,
over
I think
again?
so. It says paused, so I'm assuming I can pick up where we left off.
Keep going. Local listings.
He's been labeled a radio genius.
Ain't that the truth?
A pillar of the community. Someone you'd bring home for dinner.
What are you serving?
Perfecting over 100 different sexual positions.
Oh.
5 involving a wheelchair.
Well, they don't call me Stubby for nothing.
The T-Man Show is coming.
That's right!
Mornings to Wild 94.9.
All right, pause. These are so embarrassing, Terry.
Pause for the course.
The T-Man Show is coming. Oh, man.
I may not be able to.
Mornings.
I may not be able to go now, Terry. Is this guy going to be there?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
In your face.
Yeah.
So did you like my promos?
I'm sure he doesn't work in the building.
I hope for Team Head.
No, I think I heard he does.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They actually have one in the building.
Lordy.
We get to meet this guy.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Jazzy Jeff, is it?
No.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right.
Wild 94.9 is hard at work, creating a monster, a radio genius unlike any other.
Well, I got to hear this.
The T-Man Show.
Get ready.
Coming mornings to Wild 94.9.
Can I get a muffin with that?
Talented. Tenacious.
That's right.
Tyrannical.
Don't you know?
Direct. 10 inches. The T-Man.
Who's this now?
Coming.
Easy, big fella.
To mornings on Wild 94.9.
Whatever.
It's all about it.
I've heard enough. I'm going to puke.
There's a whole nother minute of them.
I know. They've been playing them. They're playing them nonstop down in San Francisco. If you go on the 94.9 website in San Francisco, what is it called now?
San Francisco.
Yeah, right. That's the place. They have a T-Man in the Morning Show countdown until the show starts, Terry.
Wow.
They're very excited.
Yeah, I can tell. Voice guy's very excited.
That the show that has been tucked away in the little corner of the country here is going to be starting in San Francisco to do what needs to be done down there that hasn't been done for a long time, apparently. Even though it is a historic, legendary station, Terry, they're in major morning show difficulties. So that's where we come in. These promos are really setting the right tone, there's no doubt. Mm-hmm.
No.
If they had that, it'd be awesome.
Let's see the main stage. I mean, come on.
Yeah, right.
Let's see what we have here in the paper.
You don't want the rest of the minute?
We'll get to it, maybe. Wild 94.9 taps T-Man for wake-ups. There's so many gay references, it's ridiculous. Let's see
Wake
here.
up with the T-Man.
Top 40 Rhythmic Wild 94.9 San Francisco inks the T-Man in the Morning Show from sister Top 40 Rhythmic Cube Seattle, replacing Strawberry in the Morning beginning September 18th. T-Man will continue at Cube and will fly jock his way back and forth between Wild and Cube.
Fly jock?
I'm going to fly jock, Terry.
Wow.
Which isn't exactly true. I mean, I'm going to be here 95% of the time from what has been arranged, Terry.
Okay.
But if I am going to fly jock and that's the way they want to present it, I'm good with that. We'll be down there a lot. We'll be taking listeners with us, Terry. We will be fly jocking at times.
My first time ever.
But the show is going to be based out of here, have no illusions. And will be broadcast from Seattle because this is my home, Terry. They wanted me to be down there full time. I'm not going to do that. I'm not moving to New York. I'm not doing any of that stuff. This is where I live now. And if they want the show, that's fine. I'm more than happy to do what needs to be done down there. But we do it from here with occasional visits, and that's going to be fun, Terry. With occasional, a week here, a week there, broadcasting in San Francisco to show them how we do it. Okay, back to the article. T-Man will continue at Cube and will fly jock. You ever heard that term before?
No.
Is there such a term?
I was asked to do that in a public bathroom one time.
Well, fly jock his way. I think the announcer voice down there, guy, is very excited about that.
Yeah.
Well, fly jock his way back and forth between Wild and Cube. Senior Vice President of Clear Channel Programming, Michael Martin, added, the T-Man is an incredible talent, and I can't wait for the Bay Area to hear him. More stops on the T-Man tour? That's his quote. I don't even know what that means. I never saw the word
typed out
in anyone's quote in the history of publications, Terry. He's suggesting that there's going to be other stations added to a new syndication. I'm not doing syndication anymore. That's not happening. If I wanted to do that, I would have accepted the offer to do satellite radio. I'm not doing that. This is a interesting prospect to prove that we can go number one in San Francisco from Seattle. And it will be a local show for both markets. And that's all I'm interested in right now. If they come to me with the addition of more stations, I'm going to say no. If they force it on me, well, then I don't know what I can do. But anyway.
Fly jocking everywhere.
I'm not fly jocking everywhere. I'll tell you that right now. That I won't do.
This week he's in San Francisco. Next week he's...
That I won't do.
Fly jock to Fresno.
I am telling you right now, I'm not doing... I don't want to do... Don't approach me with any more cities. Don't get all carried away now. Don't give me the in the paper. I don't want to hear the I'm not interested in going on in any place now. All I have as far as interests are concerned, and I hope you're with me on this, Terry and everyone here, is to, within 9 months to a year, be the #1 morning show in San Francisco. That's it. That's all I want. Don't come to me. Don't bother me. Don't even look at me.
No fly jocking everywhere, huh?
Don't fly jock me. I've agreed to fly jock, I guess, every so often to San Francisco, and that will be fun. That's going to be fun. That's not a big trip.
Right.
Shoo, fly jock, don't bother me.
Oh, days. President and market manager of the Bay Area, Kim Bryant, said, "The Bay Area will love the T-Man show." She's brainwashing him already.
She has a manly voice.
The Bay Area will love the T-Man show. There is currently not a show like this in the market that has such a wide appeal. His successful history proves to have young men, women, and adults engaged, loyal, and wanting more. We are excited to bring such a talent to the Bay Area and look forward to seeing Wild's continued growth. Yeah, whatever. It's all a bunch of hand job.
Wow. Okay.
Underneath the table.
The show's going to be good or it's not. These press releases, I don't know what the point of all of them are. The show, like every show, will ultimately speak for itself. You're not going to convince anyone from articles in the paper that this is the show. It either is going to work or not. I don't know why public relations is so overblown. Let's see what other articles are there.
Somebody needs a job.
All right, hit the tape, Stephen.
The T.
Who writes these great one-liners?
The T-Man Show.
That's me! I'm
coming to mornings on Wild 94.9.
I'm the announcer guy! All right, Paul. I can't take it anymore. I quit.
You quit?
You haven't even fly jock there yet.
I have to fly jock?
You have to fly jock at least once.
Right. You like these promos, Terry?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
I do, actually.
You like them?
I do.
Oh, horrible. All right. I don't know. It's embarrassing.
No. They're great.
Okay. A week from Monday. Well, where the ratings are right now, luckily, no one's hearing them. Their morning ratings, I've looked at them, Terry, and I can be feeling good about the fact that although I'm not comfortable necessarily with the way these promos sound, no one but us are hearing them.
Right.
Well, especially, I don't know if they're playing them outside. They're probably playing them all day. And all day, their ratings are pretty good, but in the mornings, they're not hearing them, that's for sure. But, Steven, you excited about your trip to San Francisco a week from Monday?
Oh, yes. Can't wait to meet everybody.
Who's everybody? You've met us.
Oh, nice.
You're just excited to meet the announcer. He's excited to meet the announcer guy now, because that's the only person we know down there.
Kim Bradley or whatever her name was.
Yeah, you might want to call her Bryant.
Bryant?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it'd be nice to meet her.
Call her Miss Bradley. I'm sure you'll get off on the right foot.
Call her little buddy Miss Bryant.
Well, I don't get to meet anybody, so it'll be exciting.
Wow.
Well, don't we get to meet the program director of that station and stuff
Yes.
like that? Yes. All right.
And who else? What else are you looking forward to down there, Stephen?
Well, like I said before, a whole other market embracing Stephen Kilbreth, so that's going to be exciting.
How about the fact that you're going to an area where no one knows you? No one in the community, no one in the bathhouse circuit, nobody at all.
The glory hole punch card.
So we're going to take a cab there together?
Oh, jeez. If you're buying.
Maybe we could take a cable car.
Are you the San Francisco train?
Jesus.
Wait, we'll find out.
Funny every time.
What are we doing here?
I don't know.
We're going to go to Alcatraz or anything like that?
Oh, my gosh, he wants to do tours.
And these articles are pretty much all the same. This article is entitled T-Man Gets Wild in San Francisco.
Wild in San Francisco.
By Darnella Dunham.
Hey, Darnella.
T-Man Gets Wild in San Fran. Actually, it says, not San Francisco. T-Man Gets Wild in San Fran.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it basically says the same stuff. Coming to the... Both Cube and Wild 94.9 will broadcast the T-Man in the Morning Show, and it will stay very local for both markets. Cube PD Eric Flowers tells...
Uh-oh. He's
getting quoted?
He's getting quoted. They're calling him for quotes.
Stop it.
He's very excited.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if I like seeing Flowers making comments in articles regarding this situation.
Are you speaking for you now?
Yeah. What's up with that?
Come on.
Maybe I don't want to keep it local for both markets.
Yeah.
Whatever he says we don't want to do.
Right.
Forget you, Eric.
Yeah, I like to throw the baby and the bathwater out at the same time.
Exactly. I hit play, Stephen.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
Right there.
You thought you couldn't make it through your morning without coffee? Wait till you try tea.
All right, stop it right there.
Whoa!
Please.
Wait!
I'm going to hang myself.
Pretty soon there'll be a teabag reference.
Oh, geez.
No, I cancel this fly jocking thing.
Talented. Tenacious. That's right. Tyrannical.
Don't you know?
Tourette. 10 inches. The T-Man.
Who's this now?
Coming.
Easy, big fella.
To mornings on Wild 94.9.
Whatever.
Coming. Easy, big fella.
All right. It's going to be a big launch, Terry. I can feel it.
You're coming.
Big launch.
I love them.
If you've tried coffee in the morning, wait till you try tea.
Oh, man. I forgot about that one.
It's all about the tea.
Oh, jeez.
It's all about the tea.
If you thought you couldn't make it through your morning without coffee, wait till you try tea.
That is just sad. Anyhow, yes.
It's very exciting, though.
It's going to be very exciting.
It is.
It just hasn't started yet.
Your parents should be proud of those.
Huh?
Yeah, send them to your parents.
Right.
Hey, how does this sound? My new problem.
Like, we won't play them for many of our friends. Don't worry.
If you thought you couldn't make it through your morning without coffee,
wait till you try tea. I want to be able to talk to this guy when I get down there. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Let's see what text pages have rolled in today, Terry. 97373, don't you know? That's 97373, don't you know? 9:17 and 52 seconds. Somebody writes, if you guys take me to San Francisco with you, I'll go wine tasting with the bunt.
Oh.
I think he means you, Stephen.
Oh, well, we'll have a good time. That's definitely wine country.
I don't know who he's referring to. We could call and find out, but time's short, so am I. 9:17 and 36 seconds. Somebody writes, T-Man, 94.9 sucks. You guys should go to 106 KMEL.
Are the sister stations?
Well, perhaps 94.9 Wild sucks right now.
Right.
But things are about to change in the Bay Area, aren't they, Terry?
They are.
Wait till they try tea!
Suck free in the morning.
You're coming.
Yes, I think 106 KMEL is in a little bit of trouble. Don't you know?
Caramel.
Yes. They got to be like, we don't want to even do our morning show anymore. We want to try tea.
Oh, man. He probably loved it when he came up with that, too. Oh, I got it. Tea, morning? It's awesome.
Yes. He thought it was a great line. And perhaps it's working for some people.
Oh, yeah. It
I
works
don't
for
know
me.
if it works for you, Terry?
It works
there you
for
go.
me.
She's going to tune in.
I like the tea.
Yeah, 9:17, 23 seconds. T-Man, thank you for not leaving Seattle. You're right, this is your home, XOXO.
Oh.
Signed Juan. No, it's not Juan. 9:17 and 17 seconds. Hey, T, I'm not a sausage jockey, and I love the city of San Francisco. All right, well, there you go. There's a non-sausage jockey ringing endorsement.
Good.
9:16 and 32 seconds. Terry ate my dog.
Jeez. They'd love that, I swear.
9:14, 57 seconds. T-Man, I love your show, but it makes me not want to ever be committed, because no matter how hot you are or how big a dick you got or how fat your pockets are, these girls out there will always cheat. I don't know what that has to do with our show, per se, unless I'm just giving that impression. It's been that way from before I told you, Terry.
Right.
But doesn't mean all girls will cheat. There's a nice faction of women that are still very loyal out there. A nice faction of women, Stephen. Don't you like a nice faction?
Faction.
Oh, jeez. You like it better on a Factious Friday, don't you?
Faction Friday.
All right, maybe we should go hang out with the voice guy. Let's see.
I'm getting ready for the show,
Can you
know.
imagine those two together?
We'll have to get them together, yes. 9:08 and 56 seconds. Adam writes, and he writes that. Adam writes.
He wrote that?
Yes, Adam writes, hey, Stephen, I like the new green metal roof on your house.
The green metal roof on my house.
You got a new green metal roof?
Stephen, of course, is playing as though he doesn't have one. Now, he may not have one, but if he did have one, he'd still be playing it the same way. He'd want to be giving off the impression, I don't know what you're talking about. Not in my house, dude, because it's pretty creepy Especially if Steven does have a new green metal roof on his house.
Right.
It would be pretty creepy if this guy knew exactly of the new particulars of your home.
Wow. We don't have a new roof, though.
But do you have a new roof?
We don't have a new roof, no.
Tin roof. Now, tin roof Sundays on the freezer for sure.
He seems to be pretty specific on this particular roof. So he's got the wrong house.
Well, it's not green, that's for sure.
He's stalking the wrong guy.
Well,
not green and not new.
Oh.
Maybe you've never seen it from the vantage point from high above in the helicopter that he's checking you out in, and it's green from his view.
Be. Well, then come on down. Let's have a cup of coffee or tea in the morning.
Oh, man.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you have a new roof on your house at all?
Well, they replaced one panel because a tree fell into it.
I know where you live. He knows where you live. He's following you. He's stalking you. Why do you try tea? I love ice cream.
It's like a 2-foot panel, but other than that,
And it's green, right?
it's actually not green.
This guy knows something about a roof going on.
Well, the people who put that little panel on were listeners. I knew that.
Well, now they're more than just listeners.
They're colorblind, too.
If you thought you couldn't make it through your morning without coffee, wait till you try tea.
Have Steven try that. He'll match it perfectly.
So you want to say
Can't
it?
wait to try tea.
All right, say it right along with this guy. Ready, go.
If you thought you were tired of your morning without coffee, wait till you try tea.
If you thought you couldn't make it through your morning without coffee, why do you try tea?
Told you.
I think you got it. Bye, George.
See, we don't need that guy. We got Steven.
T-Man is coming.
T-Man is coming. Mornings.
Easy, big fella.
On Wild 94.9.
I got to do both parts now?
Wild 94.9.
And sound effect. He does sweepers.
First, there was...
Oh, jeez. I want to hear these.
First.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Aren't they fun?
Huh?
Aren't they fun?
What's fun?
Those.
Fun,
What?
young, hip, and sexy.
Yeah. Connected and cool.
The text pages?
No, the
Oh.
sounders and
Oh,
stuff.
the sounders.
Yeah.
If you find them fun, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily seeing the fun in them yet, but that's fine.
Well, they're
And not for
bringing
me.
a chuckle out of my belly, and you know.
If they're bringing a chuckle out of your belly, then that's all they were intended to do.
There you
Must
go.
be a big chuckle.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes another one.
The chuckle has a lot of room in there.
Oh, yeah. Big chuckle.
Let's see what else we got here. Anything else that needs to be read here? Okay. Faggot.
Whoa.
Still let Harry fool you. She came over to my house last night, got drunk, and left her husband's handcuffs behind.
Jesus. Busted every time.
I-405 is an effing joke. Just effing shoot me. Someone should blow this effing thing up.
Wow, they're upset.
It would be exactly the same as it is now.
Probably true.
Yeah, really a fair point.
That is. I mean, what is the deal with them?
K, you screwed gay. Greg, the internet guy, admitted to telling you gay. Sounding playback of the town.
What?
Till Motel 6 is cheap. Good. All right. How stupid is Mayor Nichols? First he encourages growth in density. Density? In the city, then he says...
That is kind of contradictory. I agree.
What was he talking about?
Well, they
Why do
want-
you talk?
Oh, man, he scared the hell out of me.
Wants to build more high-rise buildings and then plant some trees. Which begins with T.
That seems to be a bit of a contradiction.
We need to talk like that the rest of the week.
I think we can.
That's how they do it down there.
So, am I invited on this little trip to San Francisco? Because if so, do I have to be around Steven?
Oh, it is. You are, and you're rooming with him.
If you thought you
Rooming with him.
could
We're rooming?
morning without coffee,
Wait
till
a
you try
minute.
tea.
I'm going to a hostel.
Who are you rooming with?
Me?
Terry.
No.
Well, who is the question directed towards?
You.
Me?
Yeah. And
I'm
who's Terry
rooming
rooming with?
myself.
And who's Terry rooming
Terry's rooming by herself.
I'm the only
She's a
female.
marquee talent.
I'm the only chick.
Yes. And you and
with? Have fun in
Husband.
San Francisco.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure how the rooming arrangements are going to be set up, but that always seems to be the case, that you and Hopscotch always seem to room together. Isn't that nice?
By choice. I mean, if they, if they're flying all the big-time talent down there, we should,
Well, Well, wait till you try Hot Shot!
Oh, man.
First class accommodations.
You
all the
already
way.
have. Don't let him lie to you.
Wait till you try Steve!
I'll take a pass.
All right. Well, then I guess you're out. Anyhow.
You're at the St. Francis and we're at the Motel 3 or something like that?
Motel 3, not even the Motel 6.
Right. No, I know.
It's half of the amenities of the Motel 6.
Bring my guitar and stay at a hostel with the rest of the
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you be proactive and talk to the people down in San Francisco and making the arrangements that you need to stay alone because you and the announcer guy plan to spend some quality time together.
If you thought you couldn't make it through your morning without coffee, wait till you try tea. The